What's up, guys? Just waiting for Aaron to get on. This will be our first live video, so this should be pretty cool. Aaron. YouTube guys that are watching, give me a sec. I'll pull comments up on my phone here. What up?
Hey,
Good word.
dude, I don't have any good word. Um, hold on, what camera am I on? That's the wrong camera.
You know, it looks kind of nice.
It
It
does.
wasn't. Yeah, it's not bad.
Um, odd. You want to roll with it?
Yeah, it looks good. I like the. I can see a good view of
I
the.
think it's
What is that?
yeah,
A late model door.
yeah. That's the asphalt late model.
Nice. I gotta get the kids out to what is that? Marion Center Speedway. I think that's closest to me. That's dirt, but
Yeah,
I gotta see some late models.
my little brother went through the turn three wall at Pittsburgh. There's a picture of him, like the car's up on the wall, and he's just on the spoiler, sitting there, just like, what the fuck happened?
Oops.
Yeah. So, dude, let me show you. Let me show you my bullshit for the week.
Yeah, what'd you
You know what this is? This is 4.5 years of my dad's business account statements.
well don't flash the world because we are live.
Never mind. Is there anybody in here?
There's like five. Yeah, we got a
Never
couple live on
mind. I didn't
YouTube.
know. My bad. I thought it was just us. I will tell you more about that later. Amongst other
Yeah.
things, you should warn a brother next time.
Yeah, I figured I'd start live early to get a couple folks in here. Looks like we got
Yeah.
a couple guys on YouTube. What do we got? The boys are back. Where's the super chat? I don't think I have super chat activated, do I? I'm gonna make can I do
There it
that?
is. I got it. It just came up.
I'm gonna put him in timeout. Oh, dude, it feels so much better to not be crammed in my little corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is much nicer. I gotta get the sign up. I gotta
Didn't
come
finish
up with a
that yet.
nice. Yeah, so the sign is done. Let me scoot on over here. Here's the here's the sign.
Oh, nice.
Pretty fancy. But yeah, I'm gonna backlight it so that it glows and put her up there. But yeah, man,
Nice.
it came out really well. Uh, Decals that large scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Um, Terry Terry Andrews says, "F it, do it live." Yeah, I mean, we'll do some wild stuff live probably, but I don't think we're gonna go over financial statements
No,
on.
no, no. I no. Didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Any guesses for the guys that are on what we're talking about today? Let's see. Looks like we have looks like 3 or 4 live in Facebook and same on YouTube. Kyle says the podcast of all podcasts. Yes. Yeah, actually, what you guys didn't know is we're just not going to stop talking. This is actually a thon. This is Overland thon. We're just going to keep on. I got a gift from one of our camo zone here. We got
Look at that.
some fresh Alps here. We got another one up there. We got lemon raspberry island peach and coffee break classic. All 3 of them are awesome. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if you've ever seen the ad where Tucker Carlson claims that he had 30 on a flight. If you do the math on that, it's like almost 300. It's like almost 300 milligrams of nicotine. Like I don't know. I don't know about all that. Oh my. Yeah.
I see you got in here. Change some stuff. I threw some
yeah.
yeah. I like it better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just summarized the
yeah, I threw some stuff at it and was like, oh, I'll get into this and make it work, and do this.
I'm excited for the one that I don't think you've been to.
There's a lot of these I haven't been to. Like, this is going to be educational for
me. Yeah, we need to make a trip to the first one here, truthfully. Like, no joke, like second week of September, even if it's just a day thing. Yeah, it would be pretty sweet. Yeah. I don't know, like, to see them. I don't want to spoil it for anyone yet, but to see them, I don't know if it would make sense to bring 30 trucks down there. I don't think that would go over very well. But if we had 5 or 6 of us, it'd be a pretty fun day trip.
Kind of like a Wolf Den deal.
Yeah. Logan, you did not need to actually super chat us, but thank you.
What's that mean?
Can I pin that? Can I do that? How do I do that? I don't think it'll let me pin that one.
Okay, so you and I have a backstage chat.
And yeah.
There's the public one. I can't see who's in the public chat.
I don't think anybody is in the Riverside one right now. I don't believe. But
we're on everything.
Yeah. So we're live on. Yeah. Yeah, I am surrounded by the ghost of Steve Jobs right now. We've got tablet, MacBook, and the iPhone with just everybody. So if I'm looking all over the place, it's because I'm seeing what you guys are saying right now. Logan says, even though he's in timeout, please use this $5 to destroy a flock camera. Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me pin that, but I want that to just be the banner. That's amazing. I can make him a moderator. That's dangerous.
Yeah. So last weekend, we wrap up recording. I'm in the John Deere parking lot, get out of there, and I'm like, I'm just going to go another hour. Dude, I just kept driving. I made it all the way to the Cabela's, which was 3 hours away. I rolled in at 3:30 in the morning.
Damn.
It's really weird waking up in your truck at 10 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a parking lot and all the van lifers that were around you are gone. I crawled out half naked to old people in a van across from me. Looked like the rhinoceros from Ace Ventura. Staggered my way in, made a lap through the aquarium, and then beat the hell out of myself on the way home. I did spend the night here at the house because the weather looked bad at the beach, and then we
Yeah.
went down to the beach. I got stories to tell you on that, but we're live. Um,
Yeah, we need
we're
camo
live.
after dark.
Yeah. Um, but anyway, I was in the sand for like out on the beach, water up to my knees, and I didn't use any like what do they call it, suntan spray
Oh yeah.
stuff. Nothing else burnt on me, but the top of my feet, I'm pretty sure are sun poisoning. Like they're going to
Ooh.
blister, they're going to peel like multiple layers. Like I drove home with swollen feet. It was not fun.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I similarly the back of my neck is so for anyone that's in here that didn't hear about my little folly this week, you know, trying to build up the old coffee can money a little bit. Wouldn't mind taking the kids to Disney again in the fall. So I've been doing some odd job side work. I'm not really great at anything, but I'll give it a go. And there was a local job posting to rehab an old historic cemetery, and I thought, yeah, I can do that. Criminally underbid. It did not just need trimmed and mowed. The shortest piece of grass there was like 2 feet tall. Um, I had probably in total probably 12 man hours into it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but like
It's a lot of yard work.
it's a lot of yard work when it's by yourself. I actually started a Gaia track just to watch myself, watch myself go back and forth. but it was cool, man. So I found the original marker actually in the cemetery. It was from
With the
1755.
blades.
No, thankfully. Thankfully, no. And it was actually by total happenstance. I had actually picked up one marker and I was like, oh, there's something under it. I thought it was a stone. And I hit it with a trimmer and I was like, oh, it's a marker. And I couldn't really read it, but I had known from talking to the property manager prior, it was actually a little girl who was buried in like the 1750s. And it was next to the schoolhouse. And the story goes, now, 250 years ago, the
Right.
story goes they wanted her buried next to her friends, so they buried her next to the schoolyard, and that's why it became the cemetery. But it's got like revolutionary guys in it. So I mean, did I sunburn the shit out of myself? Maybe break even. Yeah, pretty much. But it was a pretty cool experience, and I guess I don't know. I feel good about doing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, if anyone wants me to be an estimator for their company, just don't. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not the guy for that. But
So we're coming across the Bay Bridge way home, and I start to hear a valve train noise out of the van.
oh,
I'm like, that's not good. So I look up the oil change sticker. We're 10,500 miles overdue. It's like, okay, didn't know we were putting this many miles on it. Noted. Um,
thanks, honey.
yeah, bumped it up into neutral and like just let it idle so that oil could like leave the valve covers and go back down to the oil pan and like you know. And I said once I got across, like I'll stop someplace and get oil. I got it at my garage. I drove home the rest of the way like that, just like managing how much oil pressure I was having. Like I'd watch a needle and it would start doing this stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's sucking air. I need to slow down a little bit.
That thing was trying to recreate a dinosaur.
Yes. And the whole time I'm like, if I blow this motor up, I'm selling this van. I'm not putting a motor in a van. It's not happening.
No, that's a terrible job.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Van's not worth all that to me.
no, definitely not. Well, before we get rolling, anybody listening anywhere have anything to add? Anything they want us to BS about?
Uh, did you watch the Toyota World Runners episode of Dirt Lifestyle he put out?
For the like commemorate for the year.
Yeah, yeah.
I hadn't. It's on my to do, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like I don't know, 6 7 minute clip of like a camera behind us at camp, behind them at camp, just like
Yeah,
recording a conversation. And I was like, that's probably something that we should be doing. Just
that's a
like
good point.
every trip, somebody should set up a camera around the campfire for like 15 20 minutes and just record it.
Yeah. Think about how much, how many things would have been captured. I'm thinking
Yeah.
James with the skunk.
I don't know that
The
story. The only
skunk.
one I know with him is the chocolate bar.
Well, a long story short, after a night of heavy spirits around the fire in Kentucky, we started chucking stones over beside him in the campfire, and then we started saying that we saw a skunk, and we're like, "Yo, it's coming closer, dude! It's coming at you!" And it would have been a good recording. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle, it has been a year since
Today.
today, which is very sad. Very
It
sad.
is.
Yeah. But we will continue overlanding on, carrying on some good stuff. Or try to, anyway. Well, what do you think? Want to talk about overlanding?
Let's talk about overlanding.
All right, cool. Well, guys, welcome back to the Camo Convoy Podcast, where we talk all things overland, off road, and the great outdoors. Tonight's special for all kinds of reasons. Number one, this is episode 50. We sat down 50 weeks. I think we've missed maybe one or two.
I think we've missed 4 total.
4 total. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, like I want to say I thought we'd make it this far. I didn't really think we were going to make it this far.
Man, starting out, I was like, we'll get 20 episodes in, and if we get past 30, we'll probably keep going.
Yeah.
Like I figured we'd run out of stuff to talk about, but we've stayed going.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff that's cool in the pipeline, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep chatting about overlanding and off-roading. There's a lot to talk about, and I may or may not like to yap if you guys couldn't tell.
Yeah. This is definitely something that I want to keep going for a while.
Absolutely. So thank you, Aaron, for putting
Yeah,
up with me
yeah.
as a co-host.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you guys that listen to us every week. Honestly, I
Yes.
figured we'd have like not that many people, right? And in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of podcasts, right, it's not that big, right? But it's way bigger than I anticipated it being. And Spotify and Apple are currently trajecting very high right now, which is really cool. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
But what we would really appreciate is while you're there and while you're listening to our sweet, sweet voices, whisper sweet nothings in your ears or on your drive, if you could please give us a review, preferably 5 stars, because the more of those, the more people get to see our pretty faces, right? And if you do that, we'll read it on the show, which is really fun because most of you guys are pretty funny, and we really appreciate that. So today, Aaron, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the most remote places to go overlanding.
Yeah,
On the East Coast.
because the whole premise with overlanding is we want to get out there, and the problem is in the East we don't have the millions of acres of BLM land. But that doesn't mean that you can't get out there and get away. So in today's episode, we want to talk about some places, some of them you've heard of, at least 2 of them I'm going to bet the majority of you have not heard of. I'm very excited to talk especially about the first one. But before we do that, I need everybody's attention, please. This is extremely important because a place that is near and dear to us is under attack. It's not that serious, but it is a little bit, right? What I'm talking about is, it is serious. One of the roads, it has like 3 different names on the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. is currently under consideration to be closed. This is one of those deals where everyone that lives there is like, yeah, whatever. And the government's like, I don't know, we probably ought to close that road. So, if you can email the Owsley Fiscal Court judge and the county attorney, Henley McIntosh, I'm going to put their names, numbers, and addresses in this video. Obviously, guys, this is a call to send them a letter of why they should not close it, not for any other reason, right? This is a call for support of the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. If you're not familiar with it, get familiar with it. Emphasize in those letters, in those messages, in those calls, how and why adventure motorsports, adventure tourism is a major, major artery for money to pump into underserved cities, underserved towns. It's a big deal, and we need you guys to get involved in that. So send it to everyone. Have your aunt send it. The more people, it doesn't matter who it is. Pen your dog's name and stamp his paw, whatever. Get that information to them. Again, that is the Owsley Fiscal Court Judge Executive and the County Attorney, Henley McIntosh. And if there's any other people that you guys are aware of, let me know, and we'll blow them up with messages as well. Now, let's get into our first remote place. And I'm really excited about this.
I'm excited to hear you pronounce it.
Yeah, so this is pronounced Cinnamahoning, okay?
I was close.
This is part of the Pennsylvania Wilds, and this is within Elk County. So, and you've never heard of this one?
No, this is entirely new to me.
Yeah, so from my neck of the woods, it's a hop, skip, and a jump through Punxsutawney, Punxsutawney Phil, head up north. The drive up there alone is beautiful. So if you live pretty much anywhere in western Pennsylvania, you can get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and crush a Sheetz breakfast and head on up there, and you can have a really, really fun day. You have hiking through beautiful, beautiful forest, a lot of it untouched. Little towns, unique shops. You have hole-in-the-wall bars and the little touristy traps with like the wooden knickknacks and stuff, but they're actually good. They have like a bakery and stuff. So there's things like that. It's a really cool place. But there's a special thing there. And this is what a lot of folks don't know is there's actually a large elk herd that lives there. And it's really neat. And if you go, especially when the elk are in rut, which would be the second week of September, you can actually usually go to the visitor center and see the whole herd. They're going to bugle, and it's going to be awesome. So if you get there, you have to get up early. It's usually like around sunrise that they're going to be out bugling. But if you've never heard elk bugle, it's pretty freaking sweet. And to my knowledge, in the East, it's the only place you're going to go to hear elk bugle. So it's really neat.
Yeah, I've never seen elk. I've heard of elk in Pennsylvania, but I didn't know where they were.
Yeah, so I guess just some tips for there if you do want to see them. The visitor center, the Elk County Visitor Center, that's where I would go first, especially the second week of September seems to be like a really nice hot spot. And it's right out back. If you don't see them there, you can go right up the road if you just Google the elk viewing stations, This is like no secret. You're not going to burn a spot. Elk County wants you to be there. And it's really neat. If you go back to the visitor center is really, really cool. You have, there's like a big, what would they call it? Like a diorama of all of the mammals and reptiles that live in the Quehana and Cinnamahoning area, which is cool. There's a couple live animals. Say hi to the turtles for me. I like turtles. But yeah, man, it's really, really sweet. And if you were to go just for that, you would have an amazing day trip. But you can still drive. I'm gonna say the off-roading. I don't even know that I'd call it off-roading. right, there won't be a ton of opportunities for you to throw it in four-wheel drive, which is okay. Um, because I don't think, we've talked about this before. I don't think that overlanding has to be four-wheeling all the time, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of like van life stuff, a lot of gravel roads. Like we build our stuff, but it's a lot of gravel road driving.
Yeah. Now, if you do want to find some rougher overlanding, I'm gonna let you in on a little bit, but I'm not gonna, you know how we are. I don't want to burn stuff, but I don't want to gatekeep it. What I will say is the area and the region is very well known for fishing, and if you like to fish, check it out. Go ahead and pull up the MVUM, the vehicle usage map, and check out the areas that lead to what look like really good fishing spots. A lot of those roads are roads, they are designated, they're open to motor vehicles, and they're very fun. And if you want to go fishing, well, now you just got two birds stoned, and you went off roading, and you get to go fishing. So it's a great time. For me, if I'm gonna take a day trip with the family, especially my boys, that's where we go. It's pretty sweet.
Nice. I actually don't know what this other place is either. Number two.
Yeah, well, before we move on to the second one, I
Oh,
do want
okay.
to talk a little bit about the camping situation in
Ooh,
Cinnamahoney. And this is going to be all of Pennsylvania. See, Elk Forest does have about a dozen designated roadside campsites, and they are perfect for setting up and camping. They're actually really awesome sites, like really cool. The problem is, as of 2022, Pennsylvania kind of became what I like to consider an anti overland state. They just don't like roadside camping.
they don't.
Everything is going to require a permit. You have to use their awful website to reserve it. Now, the odds of you seeing a, you know, ranger or forestry
Anyone?
employee are pretty low, but not zero. I'm not going to advocate for, you know, doing that, but I'll leave it at that. I'm officially going to say use their porthole, buy their little camp, whatever. But if I'm going to pedestal here for a moment, I am much more inclined to travel and camp in an area and spend a lot more money in an area if I could just go and camp versus the $3 in taxes that Pennsylvania collects off of me for paying for a campsite. So, while we're on the topic of writing your representatives and senators, write them and let them know how stupid they are for jumping over dollars to pick up pennies for their dumb forestry registration. Um,
Pennsylvania could do such a better job.
oh,
Like, I mean, there's so much stuff here that if they just spent a little bit of time, if they invested 5 years of time just connecting dead end trails to something and putting some dispersed camping, like, man, Pennsylvania would be amazing.
yeah, yeah. I think of Michelle is the one that
Yep.
sticks out in my head. I didn't even put it in here because it pisses me off.
Yeah, I thought about it, and it's like it's 30 minutes from me. Like I drive past it all the time,
Yeah,
And when I moved up here, I was like, oh, it's just another Green Ridge, I'll find campsites up there. I did not. I just drove. It's a campsiteless Green Ridge. It's just gravel roads
yeah,
through the woods, like
yeah.
going to nowhere.
There's a little bit of hunting, some mountain biking. That's
Eh,
yeah. I mean, it's one of those deals where I would say like you probably do want an e-bike because you can't connect to anything, so you're gonna be doing like
yeah.
40 miles to ride 10 miles of trail. Um, Yeah, I think that Pennsylvania is grossly mismanaged in a lot of ways, but it doesn't mean that you can't have a good time. So I do have some scores. I want to score each of these areas, A through F for off road, overlanding, and then a day trip. So for off road, I'm going to give Cinnamoning a C. Um, that specific region, there's a lot of gravel, but you're gonna pass grandma and grandpa looking for mushrooms in a Corolla, probably. So yeah, you're gonna be able to get on gravel and spend a lot of time on gravel, but you're not really off-roading. But for overlanding, I'm gonna give it a B plus. I can't give it an A because yes, it's very scenic, but there's just not that extra spice to kind of make it as exciting beyond the vistas, except in the fall. Cinemahoning and really all of Elk County in the fall is just spectacular. When the leaves change up there, that's a solid A plus plus for overlanding a day trip. Even if you wanted to camp and stay, the weather's going to be sweet, and it's a pretty cool place. So, um, yeah, man, check it out. If you have any questions about that area, I frequent it a lot. I really enjoy it up there. My kids really enjoy it up there. The hiking is really cool. No one ever bugs you, which is really cool. And you'd be driving around and an elk runs across the road, which is pretty sweet.
It's cool. Never seen one of those before.
Yeah, they're big sons of guns, man.
I'm
They're
trying to
pretty
think
sweet.
if I've even seen one in captivity, but I don't think I have. Or if I did, it
Yeah.
wasn't anything memorable. Just, salt lick
Yeah.
in a field 100 yards out.
Yeah, I saw them in Colorado quite a bit, which was pretty cool. On my way up to Estes, I saw a ton, and when we were leaving Colorado, the camo trip, I think what was the last trail that we did? I don't remember now. I want to say we were on the way back from like Durango, maybe, and we passed a grassy field, maybe around the Silverton area, and there were a ton of elk in the field. That was pretty cool. But yeah, they're an impressive
Yeah.
critter,
How do
and
they compare to a moose?
a moose is going to be much bigger. That is
Much bigger.
actually like other than I don't know. I would say a moose is probably like the only four-legged North American critter that I've never seen. I've been in areas where moose live and I've never seen one, and it's killing me, man. That I
They're
when I
massive.
was when I was working in Maine, I don't think anyone from work listens to this. I would literally go a day earlier and stay a day later, just just so that I could drive north of Bangor and look for moose. I never saw any, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to see one.
My sister was in Anchorage, and through our travels, we come up on a stoplight that was backed up. We're like, "What the hell's going on?" It's just moose in the middle of the road blocking it. But like, you don't realize how big a moose is until you're in a car, and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is why they kill people. Like, you just take their legs out, and the moose lands on you. Like,
Yeah,
these are
massive.
just bad design for a vehicle. Like worst case scenario."
Yeah, yeah. A bull moose is just. I mean, again, I've never seen one in person, but you watch a video of one walking next to a car, and it looks like a freaking
Yeah.
Star Wars AT-AT, like when they
Yes.
ties things
Yes.
up.
Very much so.
Yeah. So number two, here's another one that nobody knows about. Have you heard of this one?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so this is in the Susquehannock State Forest region, but specifically, this is the Hamersley Wild Area. Now, Hamersley is cool because it is the largest roadless area in the state of Pennsylvania. It's 30,000 acres in Potter and Clinton County. There's not a single road in it. And you're probably
Wow.
listening right now and you're like, well, this is an overland podcast. How am I going to overland in there? Well, I don't think the goal would be to drive into there. I don't think that the Department of Forestry would be very happy about that. However, the Susquehanna forest around that is full of, dirt, gravel. You can have a ton of fun in. There's lots of places to park, and the hiking trails within the Hamersley Wild area are awesome. I actually missed a camo trip to this to do exactly that. Uh, this would have been probably a
I
year
think I
ago
remember
now.
this. Yeah.
I was so excited because I've wanted to hike and backpack Hamersley for a long time. And the plan for the trip was go out, run the trucks from Allegheny National Forest, come down into Hamersley, park the trucks, hike in, and set up camp, backpack style. It was going to be really fun. 2 days before the trip, I started to feel not very good. Um, I woke up the day before the trip, and I was the sickest I have ever been, like in my life, to the point where, like, usually if I'm like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sick," she's like, "Yeah, okay." She was like, "We need to go. You need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "I'm not going to the hospital. I'll die here," kind of deal. But it was awful, and I ended up missing that trip. Unfortunately, a lot of guys did take it. I think Mike actually brought at least Luke, if I'm not mistaken. Did he bring his kids? Or no? You know what it was? I think that Mike accidentally had a kid's sleeping bag or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone that's familiar with that,
I think you're
but
right.
I'm pretty sure that happened. I think I think he had ordered. I think that they maybe sent. I think what happened was he never opened the thing, and he ordered like an adult backpacking, and it was a kid's one.
I can see him being upset about that too. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but I was super bummed to miss that one. Um, but yeah, I think that's a good point. Like with overlanding, obviously, like the vehicle based travel is important, right? But one of the things that I've been trying to do, especially in the last year, is incorporate other stuff. Like I love driving, and you guys know I can sit behind the wheel and stare out the windshield pretty much indefinitely. you know,
Same.
I,
Yeah.
but it's really cool to just pump the brakes a little bit and go do other stuff. And when you can incorporate something like, backpacking or just a hike, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, mile out, mile back. You have a really good time and see some stuff that is really, really out there. So, yeah, man, Hermersely is pretty sweet. And really, I'm only speaking from what I know from driving around it, because sadly, I never had a chance to hike into it. So that is a bucket list item for me, for sure.
So what's the you're going in there like that, there's no road, so you got to think a little bit of safety, right? So like, do they
Oh,
have a good
absolutely.
repeater set up with like GMRS, or is this something where like you need the Garmin deal?
Um, I'll be honest. I think if you were gonna backpack through there, I would probably um I would probably bring some secondary form of communication beyond your cell phone. I know all the cell phones have satellite communication, but like if you're 15,000 acres away from something in every direction, right? And you fall on your cell phone and break it, no one's coming for you, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I know it's not the Amazon rainforest and you're not going to get gobbled up by an anaconda or something, but, you could have anything happen. And I think to your point, I think it would be very smart. An InReach, or what's the other one? There's more out there
There's more
now.
of them. We talked about it at some point. Forget
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah. But don't. That's a great point. Don't go wandering in there by yourself. Um, unless that's like your thing and you do all the stuff you're supposed to do it solo, fine, whatever. But if you're not like a backpacker and you're you know you like your beer and pizza and football and you're a Jeep guy, you probably don't have a lot of cardio.
Shots fired.
so so don't just go wandering back in there into the most densely forested area in Pennsylvania by yourself and try to go and do a through hike, because you ain't gonna make it. It's pretty rugged through there. The trails are narrow. I mean, this is like a untouched forest, for the most part, so it's pretty cool.
Bear? Is there a bear
Black
population?
bear, but I mean,
They don't bother you,
no, they're more scared of you. I mean,
right? As long
everyone
as
is
you,
loud.
yeah, as long as you're not between Mama and the Cubs, you're probably good.
Yeah, don't go sneaking. Just be loud, whistle, sing, "Hey bear" a couple times, be all right.
Yeah,
They don't want anything to do with you at all.
they don't.
So,
They don't.
um, Yeah, so camping. Now, obviously, inside the wild area, you can backpack in there and you can camp, and that would be a blast, right? But you can also cruise around through the forest outside of the wild area, and there are a ton of primitive sites, a lot more than Cinemahoning. However, you have to do the same thing, and you got to register them, which can be a total pain in the ass if you weren't sure where you were going to stay, and you come upon one of these sites, and you look down at your phone, and it says SOS with a little satellite. Now, I'm sure every other overlander at this point than me is like, well, I'll just deploy my Starlink, you know? And that's the problem, bada bing, bada boom, you buy your site. But that's something to keep in mind there as well. So, off roading, this is like a D or a C, right? You're not doing a lot of off roading inside. Well, you're not doing any off roading inside the actual wild area, but around it, there's a ton of gravel, a lot of cool stuff to explore, dense forest, smaller mountains. It's a good time. You won't be bored. It's pretty. Um, the overland side of things, this is going to be like an A or a B. Excuse me. You're going to be able to do and see a lot of things that you wouldn't on your typical trip. You know, a lot of overland trips are you pop into the small towns, you're in the mom and pops, there's a brewery, right? There's none of that here. It's all the wild area, which is pretty cool. So I think an A or a B rating for that difference is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
probably a weekend trip more than a day trip, being that you're
Yeah,
hiking. Yeah,
yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I guess you could get up early and go and do a day hike, but really, I think to get everything out of it, I would I would Friday evening drive around, camp outside of it. Saturday, go in, do a hike for the day, leave, camp outside of it, and cruise home on Sunday. I think you could have a pretty good time.
yeah.
So, what about this next one? This is kind of our bread and butter, Aaron.
This is bread and butter. Yeah, this is George Washington National Forest in West Virginia, Virginia border. Um, this is the one I'm probably most familiar with, just because it's a quick shot down 81 for me. But it is massive, and there's a lot in it. Like a lot of stuff that even in Google Maps you can scroll around and find points of interest. Um, but the main thing is there's four-wheel drive stuff in this area.
Yeah, and kind of fun ones, right? I mean, are you
Yeah,
rock bouncing? No.
no,
And keep in mind, we're not talking about any off-road parks. That's something we typically don't really talk about on this show in the overland context. There's lots of those in the region, but talk about overlanding. So yeah, what do we have here? We have Flagpole Knob. Everyone's in.
everyone's run that. That's like a rite of passage, man. Like you buy your first Overlander, and then you run Peters Mill, and you go, man, that was really something. Let's go hit Flagpole, and then you go do that, and you need new underwear, and you come back to it 5 years later, and you're like, this is a gravel road.
Yep. Yeah. And then what's the other one that we just did? Potts.
Pots.
Potts is George Washington, right? Not Monongahela. I think that's George Washington.
Uh, is that Jefferson? Where's Jefferson in there too?
I think it's Washington Jefferson National
Oh,
Forest. I
okay.
think is the official. Yeah. Um, I think Potts is in there. My geography is way
It's
worse than you
close
would
enough.
actually. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but Potts is cool, and I mean we've talked about it before. Um, but if you're not familiar and you are looking for something that is not your run of the mill, run of the Peters Mill style off roading, the next level really is Potts Mountain. Do I think it's as hard as we've talked about this? No, it's not. But it is you're wheeling.
You're
There's
wheeling.
sections in there where you're paying attention. The main obstacle line through some of them are pretty hairy, especially like if you're not in a buggy, that one rock wall's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I actually haven't looked to see any videos of anyone doing that big ledge obstacle. I know people have. I haven't watched any videos. So if
Yeah.
anyone listening has done that, I'd love to see your attempt. I know there was a guy that just rolled there last year. I think pretty seriously.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Um, he tried to come down. I think that was the last video. He came down and like the left rear got light and it just
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I don't have anything even remotely. I don't think I'd even send my RC cars off that, to be honest with you.
yeah, it just doesn't look like it's going to be successful.
No, no, I would want a full cage to play those games.
Yeah,
That's some big boy stuff.
cojones.
Definitely some big boy stuff. But yeah, man, George Washington National Forest rocks. This is like the rugged part of Appalachia. Um, it's not quite as down home as one of the other places that we're going to talk about here towards the end, but it is rugged, and you get yourself lost in GWNF.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of connection roads and just gravel roads going all over the place. Bunch of fire towers and stuff through there you can check out.
Yeah, we have
Uh,
what Tasker's Gaps through there. Not very
yeah.
difficult, but one of my
What
favorite
about
general. Go ahead.
Bald Mountain? Is that part of it, or is that Shenandoah on the other side of
Yeah,
81?
I think Bald Mountain would be. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Um, so yeah, that's a fun one. Over the years, it's got a lot more torn up, so it's not that boring anymore, which is cool. I like that. I think that
I
makes it
almost
more
flipped
fun.
on it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you get bored, you
Yeah.
try to flip your truck. That's what happens.
Yeah, you'll have that.
happens.
But yeah, George Washington National Forest is huge because we're talking about Bald Mountain, but also you flip to the other side. One of my favorite general stores ever is the Brandywine General Store, which I believe is right at the edge there of the George Washington National Forest. It's actually in the West Virginia side. I think that's Pendleton County, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but Brandywine is cool, man. You can go into the Brandywine General Store. You can get anything from pepperoni rolls to bullets to Hess trucks to license plates. Probably some wet work if you're looking. I mean, we solicited a tire off of a guy when we ran the Gambler at the Brandywine General Store. Um, Gosh, we have a ton of stories from that general store. Years ago, Palco delivered a lost drunk guy in the middle of the winter back to his family at like 1 o'clock in the morning from the Brandywine General Store. I'd love to have him on to tell that whole story because my goodness. I mean, this that's the summary, but there's so much more with that one. And that was probably like 2017. So that was like phones aren't really as good. We didn't have Garmin's. That's basically getting close to like the radio isolation zone for Green Bank up the road.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff in there, and this is one of those places that you can wheel into, and I would say don't worry about following a GPX track unless you are like with a group and you have a set destination. This is a perfect place to just go and explore. Like turn your map on, turn on the, overland or off-road layer or whatever on whatever map software you use and follow the brown dotted line. You're going to have a great weekend. Honestly, you could spend weeks there
Yeah.
and not see the same thing. It's a really good time. And what's
Yeah.
great is you can disperse camp there. West Virginia is a complete 180 of Pennsylvania, and in my mind, it's what Pennsylvania should be with regards to camping. You can stay. I think you can
Anywhere.
stay for like 14 days in the same spot, and then you could just move another spot and stay another 14 days.
Yep. Yep. It's a
So
van lifer's paradise.
it is. It really is, and I love George Washington National Forest. It's a good time. I think some of the MABDR runs through there. If you're not familiar with that, that would be an excellent introduction into overlanding. I think
Yep.
I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but if you live in our region and you want like a full dose of what overlanding Appalachia is, go on ridebdr.com, download the MABDR. Every place that it brings you through is a place that wants you there. They want you to go through those small towns. They want you to pull in and get coffee at the cool little coffee shop that the goth chick runs. And I mean, it's just.
Mikey's like, there's a goth chick with coffee. He's getting ready to drive his truck across state lines. Yes.
You know, I said that with Mikey in mind. But yeah, I love the MABR, and I'll be honest, I've ran it an embarrassing amount of times, truthfully. It's just like, I think it's perfect. Are you gonna use 4-wheel drive? I don't know. It is so fun in the winter, like so fun. I know that my co-host here doesn't exactly like the cold.
I can picture this.
But if we are blessed with like a pretty serious snowstorm and you run the MABDR starting in Covington, Virginia and heading north, you will have so much fun. It is just I can think back over the last 10 years of all of the trips that we have taken there in the snow. Every single one of them has been so memorable and fun. Again, those roads are not inherently difficult when they're dry, but when there's a foot of snow in the mountain, it's pretty exciting and it's beautiful. Like if you can do it on a clear day, it's really cool. So I could go off on the MABDR for probably a whole episode, but again, if you haven't ran it, run it. It's a really good time. Something that we should do, truthfully, is run it in reverse from section 8 down. We've never done that, and
you've talked about that as long as I've known you. We should.
I know.
Put it on the,
we really should. We really should just do it because it makes more sense. It makes more sense for everybody than to run it from where everyone lives and then end up as far away from home as possible, versus basically everyone but me.
I was going to say, for me, it would be easier to go to the start and then it'd be longer on the way home.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that too.
Have you ever been up that way towards like the New York border in central PA?
Nope.
Dude, it is really cool. There's a highway or state route or whatever. I think it's either 2 or 6 runs east-west. Beautiful. And on a motorcycle, it is like...
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, it's like banked, but not like tight turns, but real... I don't know.
Like interstate banks, like super speedway stuff, where you can like throw it into it. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad and I rode. I don't really remember where we started. We just had one of those days where you just put like hundreds of miles on the bikes just cause. And then we had to get to my grandparents up in like the Sagertown area. I think they were in Cochranton at the time, actually, but Erie, headed towards Erie, up 79. And we were like, wow, we got to get like halfway across the state. So we wound up on that. I think it's 6. I think it's Route 6. Dude, it was so fun. We did not do elk appropriate speeds through there by any means, but it was a really good time. So, but yeah, to score George Washington, I mean, off-roading, I got to go at least A minus for that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if Potts is in there and the chat says it is, so
yeah. If Potts is, we got to go A plus, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And Overland, honestly, I got to go A plus as well. I mean, it's that good.
Yep.
I know everyone in the region, and I guess it's something that, you know, maybe I wasn't considering, is someone that doesn't live in Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia that's listening that might be coming to the East has probably never heard of that or known what's inside of it. I would consider that like a must do for our region. I think that's pretty fair.
I think Yeah, if you're starting out overlanding, like that should be your first destination to explore. Like you're still
Yeah.
close enough to civilization, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And there's
and
enough of us
there's
out there.
yeah, yeah, there's a good variety. It's well traveled. Like, yeah, you're remote, but you're not that remote. So
Yeah.
that yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah. So, number 4, we're going back to Pennsylvania. And I know you guys are probably like, how much Pennsylvania can there be, right? What surprises me about this one is people outside of the state actually don't really know about this, or at least they don't really talk about it. And that is Bald Eagle State Forest. And it surprises me that people don't talk about it because it's huge. It's like 200,000 acres with 400 miles of roads. And within Bald Eagle State Forest, there's 26 different named vistas. And those are ones that actually have names. So there's a lot to see and a lot of roads to travel. Um, the variety there is awesome. If you hunt, fish, hike, dual sport, paddle, I mean, there's literally everything. It is awesome. Have you been there?
Just with us, what was that, 2 years ago?
Oh yeah,
We did a
yeah,
trip. That
yep.
was the one that Sandy got the cops called at the end.
Oh yep, yep, yep. Sandy's a dog. um, yeah, there's a group of us actually that will swear to our graves that we saw a mountain lion on Panther Hollow Road in Bald Eagle. We have a picture of a very clear print. I took the picture. I took the picture next to a Leatherman that had measurements on it, and I thought it was plain as day. We all piped up over the radio at the same time, basically screaming, "Did you just see that?" There were 3 or 4 of us. And that Monday, I called the Ranger District, and they just told me I was a drunk idiot that saw a Labrador. So, what do I know, right? What do I know? It's not like tagged ones were getting hit in Connecticut that same year or anything. But I'm just a drunk idiot. But dude, I love Bald Eagle. Um,
This is
the
the what PA Grand Canyon's up there. Is that
just
in this?
yeah, same region, same region.
Okay.
Yeah, PA Grand Canyon is really cool. The hiking is awesome. The off roading is, well, there's probably what,
Just depends on if you
couple.
go around the gate or not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was okay. So, I uh, I pulled up a current MVU ed map for Bald Eagle State Forest, and before anyone asks, no, it wasn't the Purple Lizard map. Whatever, it was the one that's published by the freaking state. And there was a road that I really wanted to check out. It connected 2 areas, and it said that it was, an active road for open to four-wheeled vehicles and four-wheelers. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Well, that may have been true around the time that the Model T was being sold off of the assembly line, because there hadn't been a four-wheeled vehicle back there since women couldn't vote. All right. It, we were the first people back there for a long time. Now, it didn't go well. We there was a long line of backing up, and it was one of those trips where we had like just everyone wanted to go. How many? I mean, we had what, like 20 trucks?
It was a lot.
Yeah,
It was a big crew. I know it
yeah,
was
that was
dusty in the back.
kind of a debacle. I feel bad. Actually, that trip and the other Bald Eagle trip are the 2 camo trips that I still kind of feel a little bit bad about. The other Bald Eagle trip, well, Bald Eagle is a destination for snowmobiles. The snowmobile riding in Bald Eagle State Forest is sacred. It's beautiful, and there's all kinds of snowmobile clubs that think that they are the promised recipients of that roadway thousands of years ago. They were promised that roadway. All right. And if you, non-sled user, operate on that road, you're a satanic demon. They hate you. You're ruining whatever. The road's still open. You're wrong, right? However, it's not open when there's a sign that says that you can't go up it because of dangerous snow drifts and what was ice fall. Okay, well, we didn't see that sign, and we just started going up the road, and the snow started getting deeper and deeper, and we got to the top, and the road was completely snow blown over. We couldn't go any further forward, and there was nowhere to turn around. We'd driven probably 6 miles up this road, I bet, at minimum. And I bet you we backed up for like a mile and a half, 2 miles straight down the snow. And at that point, pretty much, I would say probably 75% of everyone that was there had either gotten stuck or slid off the road. We made it 5 minutes into the trip, and a tow truck lost control coming down the hill and almost bowled into all of us. It was
Nice.
I feel awful about it, and everyone that went was like, "That was the most fun trip ever. That was so fun." And I'm like, "What is wrong with you guys?" I was literally sweating.
Miserable.
I felt so bad. I'm like, "There's all these people. There's folks I'd never met before, and I feel so terrible. We haven't. I think we made it like 14 miles in a 12-hour period. It was pretty bad." And yeah, you talk to anyone that went, and they're like, everyone. Well, everyone except for Troy and the Ram. But everyone said that trip was so fun, and I feel terrible about it because it didn't go the way that I anticipated it would. Um, but yeah, in the wintertime, it can be pretty hairy. In any adverse weather, it can get pretty exciting. The storms up there can be pretty intense, which I like driving and wheeling in the rain. I think that's pretty fun. There's probably 5 or 6 roads that are classified as a drivable trail, and that's pretty fun. I enjoy that. Um, but yeah, it's a place that I would say you can spend you can spend a lot of time in, and you can see a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of things. There's Poe Patty, Pennsview, Poe Patty State Park. A lot of things you can get out and actually do, which are really fun. And I talked about earlier, but do the touristy shit. Don't don't limit yourself to just staring out the windshield when you go to a place that's new. If you've been there, done that, okay. But if you go somewhere new, check it out. You could be like Steven and I, and you can pop into Milheim, the Milheim Inn, which is a bar. And I don't think I can tell. I, I don't think I can tell all of that story, but basically, um, we called off camping because there was like a weather emergency for multiple tornadoes. So we figured the safest thing to do would be to pack up our stuff and go to the bar. And there was a lot that we had consumed at this bar. So much so that we thought it would be very responsible to go to the inn, which was connected to the bar, and request a room. Well, when we requested the room, did you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2?
I've played one of them. I think I played the first one. I don't
Well,
think I got hold of the second. But I understand. Go ahead.
The upstairs looked like a dilapidated version of the Valentine Inn.
Okay.
Very dilapidated. It had a legit footy tub with a carpeted bathroom that was shared between all of the rooms upstairs. Okay. The beds
Was it
were
like
like
lead paint?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. The room was maybe 10 by 10, if that, with 2 beds in it and a dresser, carpeted. Ew. I mean, just everything was disgusting. I slept.
Almost as bad as a carpeted toilet seat.
Oh, it was
You ever
terrible.
see those covers?
Dude, I looked at Steven, and first off, as soon as we got the room, we realized that nobody gets a room here. Like, I bet you they talked about us for months because we played so well. And then we're like, I'm pretty sure these people think that we're together. And
He
that's
is a
like,
pretty boy. Both of you guys are. I could see that.
I mean, we were hitting it off pretty good that night. And so we were getting kind of nervous that the locals might want to, like reenact some stuff from the 80s and come up and cause problems. So we like we barricaded the door and everything. I mean, it was that messed up. It was a bad. I mean, add in the copious amounts of liquid, whatever. Rough morning, great night. But yeah, obviously there's a lot more to do than the Milheim Hotel. But I'll tell you where an actual awesome place is though. In Mifflinburg, which is right around the corner, is the Rusty Rail Brewing Company, and this is like a 1900s factory that is converted into a brewery, and it is sick. And their beer rocks. Like, I'm not really a big, micro brewery, local brewery beer fan. I don't even really drink like I used to, but their beer is awesome. Like, it is worth. If you're a beer guy, it is actually worth taking a trip overlanding and stopping there because that place is really cool and the beer rocks. So, yeah, man, camping there is cool. It's the same thing as all the other PA. You got to reserve it, but there's a ton of sites. Yeah. They're all over the place, and I don't think there's a bad one. They're all good for different reasons. There's a couple group sites, if I'm not mistaken, so you go to a bunch of people. You have a really good time. I really enjoy Bald Eagle. It's a good time, and we need to get back there because we haven't been there for really quite some time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say, I don't know. I think I would give Bald Eagle in the context of Appalachian off-roading, a soft B. It's not quite C tier. It's definitely not B plus, but there's a couple routes that you can take that you could get to use 4-wheel drive and have a really good time. One of the roads, go ahead.
Place for like the little crossover things, like you would challenge them. Yes, or like there's some really really good roads that have nice apexes that are gravel that like promote the SN hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, you could have some fun up there for sure, but, like, you're not getting into rock bouncing.
Absolutely. There's actually a Subaru group that frequents up there a lot. Like, a lot of wildernesses, cross treks. And I think that'd be a blast. That would be a really good time. Perfect place for the soft wheelers. Which, by the way, the new Honda Trail Sport is awesome. I am embarrassed to say it. I love that car. I think it looks so cool. The one thing I'm not familiar with is if the center diff is any good, if it actually locks up and gives you all-wheel drive. I don't know. But, man, I saw an orange and gray one, or orange and black, whatever it is, today. And, dude, they're pretty sweet. And they have a lot of ground clearance for a fancy minivan.
Yeah, Honda, Honda's a weird manufacturer. They've got the dirt bikes and the four-wheelers, like, side-by-sides. Like, they're in that world. They don't have anything in the overland scene. Like, they're trying to. They're running rallies, like endurance rallies, big rallies with, was it the Passport?
The Trail Sport Passport, yeah.
Yeah. Like, Honda's, like, right there. If they could just put something out there, I think it would be a hit. Like, they need something, some sort of small truck. Like, why is their only truck a Ridgeline? Like, give me a body on frame, like half-ton, three-quarter-ton truck from Honda, like frosty cold air conditioning and probably a motor that goes forever.
A direct competitor with an F-150 and a Ram 1500.
Yes. Yes.
I would buy that in a heartbeat over a new domestic truck.
Yes.
Like, I'm wearing a Blazer shirt.
Yeah. Take
Yeah.
take the Ridgeline and put it on a body.
Yeah.
Solid axle rear. I'm fine with independent front, but
I don't
like
know what
I want
motor
a
they'd
real truck.
use. They'd
I
have to
don't even
make a
care,
motor.
man. Like
Yeah.
everything's four
It would
cylinder or
be good.
V6 turbo. Yeah, like I would if I'm going to buy a small turbo motor, it's going to be from Honda,
Oh,
not
absolutely.
not Chevy. Um,
Right.
yeah, it's just man, I'm a
Yeah.
Honda dirt bike guy, even though I don't own one. But like, I'm a huge Honda fan.
Yeah, I'm pretty team red. I mean, I think for dirt bikes, I'm kind of a Cowie guy, but regardless, I like Honda a lot.
I'm sorry.
Uh, go green, baby. But yeah, man, I wish they would do that. I don't really know why. I don't think that it would take away from their Ridgeline sales. Like
I don't either.
no one who's buying a Ridgeline would consider. I mean, it's nowhere near like Subaru having a Forester and an Outback, which are the same damn vehicle.
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah. I
So
mean, the people buying the Ridgelines are not the people buying F-150s.
yeah, yeah, and I mean anyone like I at least would assume that there are some folks that are in my boat who like I would never buy another Ford. Truthfully, I would never. I would never. I think electronically and feature wise, they are the most frustrating, um, ill put together vehicle that I've ever sat in, and I would never buy one. I don't think that they're an intelligently designed 1500 or F-150. Now the 250s are a little bit different. I think that's almost like a completely different animal, but yeah, you're not getting me in a new F-150. Sorry.
No, I Ford kind of Ford kind of shit the bed when they started spitting spark plugs out, and then they started. What was it? They were breaking spark plugs in the cylinder heads, and now they've got uh, what is it? Cam phaser issues in the 5.0s, and then the 2.7s aren't big enough for a half-ton truck.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I, and this is coming. I grew up like Ford guy. I had a Ford belt buckle that I wore every day
you
from the
would be
time.
that guy.
Yeah, from the
Massive belt
time.
buckle right in
Yeah,
school, walking in.
absolutely. It was old school with the cream background and the blue logo. It was sick. Yeah, I had that for a decade. I loved Ford, and then they just. Mm, I didn't even care about the Triton era. I'll still fight that the Triton's a damn good motor. Sure, they didn't know what to do with manifolds and spark plugs, but regardless, I fully agree. I think that I would love to see Honda manufacture something bigger. But yeah, tagging back to Bald Eagle here. If you do have something that's one of the kind of obscure overlanders, like what we talked about, last week. Bald Eagle's a fantastic place to take it, and you'll have a blast. You have a really good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look up the drivable trails, and you'll have a good time. I really think that I would feel comfortable giving a Bald Eagle an A for overlanding in Pennsylvania.
I
There's
agree.
a lot to do. A lot to do.
Yeah, and I think it would be easy to do it too. Just jump in the vehicle and go for the day, and where you end up
Yes,
is where you end up.
absolutely. There's enough out there that you're going to see something cool and enjoy it. Um,
Yeah,
So how about this next one? This is another one that I bet you not a lot of people know about.
I didn't know about this until I got into camo, and then everybody was talking about this. I'm like, what is it? And I've kind of looked, and now I know there's a T-shirt. So, like, it's
yeah.
this is on my list of like I need to go there and lean the camper over.
Yeah. So this is one of those places that's like it teeters on if you know you know and if you don't you don't. And I'm talking about Vinton County, Ohio. And everyone first thought in their mind is like hell I'm driving into Ohio. And I know. If you can stomach that armpit of the country. Sorry, Ohio people. Um, man, you can find some special stuff. Um, Vinton County is not an off-road park. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the smallest county in Ohio. It's not big, but I'm pretty sure every single resident in Vinton County has a Polaris Razor. Okay, and they're addicted to Bud Light. That's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a great thing if you like off-roading on some old ass county roads, because there are some that are so fun. I had, I would say, top three, maybe top two off-road experiences of my life night wheeling in Vinton County, Ohio. The vibe is not normal though. You're you're almost metamorphosizing into a side by side guy. I'm talking like the radios go. If your radio's not on, just turn it on. It's gonna something's gonna happen. There's a visceral reaction where something's gonna happen. And the windows are down, mud's flying inside your beautiful truck, but you don't care. For whatever reason, you're in a creek or a stream or a river, but it's still a road, and the sides are up over your mirrors, up over the roof, even on the one road. Old haunted, abandoned churches. Um, Dude, it's really fun. It's really. I get excited talking about it.
You do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be straight up honest though. I'm usually very, very liberal when it comes to like, oh, you can bring whatever and have a good time. If you bring a crossover, you will not bring it back. I'll be honest
Yep.
with you. Like, don't challenge that. Don't. It's not worth wrecking your stuff. I wouldn't like. I typically say bring your stock stuff. You'll be fine. You have to be a damn good driver and have good tires and be a little bit lucky. I still probably wouldn't bring stock stuff to Vinton County. I mean, you can. We had Brant. Brant came with us and he did great. He had a couple times where it just ran out of torque converter, but he didn't have any issues. I basically pulled Alex the majority of that because he swamped his Pathfinder. That's when he sucked in all the nematodes into the valve body of the. But yeah, man, you're gonna have a great time, and the thing that you do need to make sure of is just because there's a road and a path there, I'll be mindful of what's public and private and a county road and what's not, because just because there's side by sides cruising around on it, that might be Jim Bob's farm that's related to like 37 other people in Vinton County, and you are not welcome there in your Land Cruiser. You know what I mean? So be mindful of that. Be mindful of the side by sides. They're side by side people, so be mindful of that. Camping. So I don't know of any camping directly in Vinton County that's like legal dispersed camping. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's customary to just pass out drunk wherever you are, and it's like in daddy daycare, just flop where you drop or whatever.
I think that's an Ohio thing.
Yeah. But you're like right next to Wayne National Forest, and you can go do the National Forest camping in Wayne. That's what I would do, right? I would. I think Lake Hope is out there. Lake Hope is pretty cool. There's Zaleski as well, and those are going to be some established camp areas, some primitive options that you'll be able to check out. And they're very cool. I would suggest against the place that we Camo went. Strange individuals. We met a gentleman that had a camper, like a tow behind camper. This wasn't like an off road camper. This was like a 1988 Coleman, whatever the biggest pop up was that you could buy in the 80s. And the dude had like 1,000 candles lit inside of it. And we all were like, you know, that seems dumb. Seems dumb. Yeah. So we get in the trucks, and Alex tried to do a submarine impression and swamp the truck. So we get it towed back, and we drain half of the watershed of the Ohio River Valley out of his transmission. But when we pull into camp, this guy's camper was just a black crisp. There was literally not. It must have been the most flammable freaking camper, and I don't even think the fire department came. Like I looking back, I don't recall a single sign that anyone even tried to extinguish this raging vehicle fire in the middle of the woods. I think everyone was just like, "Oh well, shit." Like unbelievable. But yeah, man, you can go
I got
to
a
Vinton
good story
County,
for this,
and
this is an
yeah,
off-the-air story.
you can go to Vinton County and have a really, really good time. But you need to go there with the understanding that there's a good chance that you might tear some stuff up. My best suggestion to you would be find someone that's been there before that can kind of show you where to go and where not to go, because you get yourself into some trouble. And there's a couple trails, one of which is just ignorant. I mean, it's like if you're standing at the bottom of it, you would look up to it and be like, "Oh wow, when it rains hard, that must be where the water runs off the hillside." No, no. See, that's the trail. That's the trail. That's where you fall off the hillside. Um, the way that works is you basically stand up inside the truck with the nose of the truck aimed down, and you're just parallel with the roof. And you just stand on the brake as the truck careens down the little half pipe down the mountain. So, yeah, it's fun. It's a really good time. But if you want to go wheel and you live in Western Pennsylvania, you've never heard of it, take a weekend to go out to Vinton County. But lay your head in Wayne National Forest. I would not, probably not sleep in Vinton County. There's some good eats there, though, dude. There's a barbecue place in town that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I think there's only like maybe 4 restaurants in Vinton County, but the one I think it's a barbecue joint is pretty good. Pretty good place.
It seems like with barbecue places, the more remote they are, the better the food is.
Yeah, what's that one in
Barbecue.
Kentucky? Like Red Dog or
Red something. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
What was that? Fall, I think. Red something. It wasn't far from Cali's, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was
Yeah.
like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Vinton County's cool, man, and like I said, almost nobody knows about it. It's a big local deal.
They do
Um,
now.
they do now, and here's what I'll say to that, right? Like, if you go to those places, first of all, everyone's nice, and they're gonna want to talk to you. Like you're different, you're not rolling in on a KRX or Razor. You've got a truck, and you're usually the most interesting person in the room because you're not a local and you're new and you don't have a side by side. So tell those people, like, hey, I tour around and I off road in different places and I like to pop into small towns. And my advice is plant that seed everywhere you go when you talk to somebody. Just mention, like, I tour around in off road vehicles and I pop into small towns. And as many people that you can tell that your hobby is driving off road and spending money in small towns, the better. Because if we all do that, we're going to keep being able to do that. These people that live in small towns are going to advocate and be like, hey, I don't know why these guys like to be poor, but they really like wasting money and gas doing this, and it makes us a lot of money. It's great. And yeah, just spread that word, and it'll go far for sure.
Yeah, that stuff makes a big difference.
Yeah,
Local relations.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know how friendly I want to be with folks from Ohio, but
Mm,
I guess Ross can stay. So. So the last one here, man. This is my personal favorite.
Hold on, you
Um,
got to score. Do we score it?
oh, I didn't score it. You're right. You're right.
No. Yeah.
So this is a plus for off road. It's the best off roading on the list. It's not as vast or anywhere near as vast as Kentucky or the Daniel Boone National Forest, which I didn't put on the list because everyone knows about that one. And if you don't, go learn about it. We talked about it at the beginning. But yeah, man, off roading rocks. For overlanding, it's probably like a B. You know, you're gonna have to leave the town area that we're talking about. But Wayne National Forest is right there, and Wayne is beautiful. You're kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Hocking Hill, probably. If you've never been to Hocking Hill, that's pretty cool. Go check out Old Man's Cave. That's pretty sweet. You ever been there?
No.
Hocking Hill?
I haven't been to
Pretty
any of
cool.
that.
Pretty fun one. Hocking Hill's a good time. Good hiking there. Not a lot of overlanding type stuff, but a lot of cool stuff to see
Yeah.
and swimming and stuff like that, which is fun. But yeah, man, check out Vinton County. If you had fun at Potts or you're considering Potts, find somebody to take you to Vinton County. And I'm gonna be honest, do it at night. It's just better. It's just better. All right, man. Number 6. This one rocks.
This one kicks ass, man. This was a camo introduction for me. I had never been out to it until you drugged me out. This is the Monongalia and National Forest in Pocahontas County, West Virginia.
Yeah, yeah. The Monongahela.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I butchered it, didn't
Monongahela.
I? What did
You
I
just
say?
call it.
Monongahela?
I think.
I butchered it.
Yeah, actually, I think you just summoned rain. I think there was just a lightning strike outside. That was some sort of curse. um,
Awesome.
but yeah, this is the Mon in Pocahontas County, man. This is just perfection. It's that good. Um, yeah, we
Huge.
have 350,000 acres of public land. That's public land, not just like land area. Public land for you to explore. That is a ton. You're gonna run into all kinds of stuff. You can pick ginseng, hunt mushrooms, go dog watching because the state flower in that area is a gray Toyota Tacoma with bear dogs in the bed.
Actually, dude, that's exactly how I got my dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my buddy was working communications towers down towards Harrisonburg, and come out of the mountains one day, and there were two blue tick coonhounds sitting in the middle of the road. And nobody claimed them, so they divvied them
Yeah.
up, and I got the last one out of that. And like, I'll get into it later, but like, if you ever find one of these dogs on the road, there's a reason they were dumped. Okay, like, there's been 3 years of hell with this dog. Now he's calmed down. He's gotten better. I might not eat him yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I got mine. He's a reject from that area. It was funny, man. We went to one of our favorite campsites there. I don't know. I think it was like last spring, and I had Piper with me, and we were like, Radar is my dog's name. I was like, man, it's gonna be nice to get away from Radar. We don't have to hear him barking this weekend. And we rolled in, and the guy on the other hill had a whole trailer full of them. Cut them loose at like 11 o'clock at night. Like 30 of my dogs just screaming through the woods till like 3 a.m. It's amazing. I was thrilled about it.
Oh, I'm sure. uh, you know, the Monongahela, all of the other places have kind of a touch of modernity of them, right? Monongahela does not. This is the holler. And if you are like a Nova guy, if you live like in them rich parts of Virginia and you never left there, you're fixing to learn something when you come into Pocahontas County, Rudolph County. This is different. Um, these are the nicest people you will ever meet in your life, genuinely. However, should you be a jerk, you're probably gonna get killed. There's
With banjo music.
yeah, these are the haulers. This is what the stereotypes are about. There's genuinely people living in structures that are stacked vehicles, sheds like bubbles. Like this is all real stuff. And
Purple Grand Caravans.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Gosh, there's a lot of it. There's stuff that if you haven't traveled to see, you didn't really realize that poverty existed like that in the hills. And it does, and it's real.
yes, yes.
Um,
And the other thing too is like, I don't want to say this area is bad for it, but the entire region, like the drug use out in the areas like that or heavy alcoholism is like you don't know what you're walking up to or what's
yeah,
walking up to you.
yeah. There's I would never say like you're not unsafe. You're not more unsafe there than you are
Agreed.
anywhere else. But the odds of you seeing something that's like what are
Yes.
a lot higher if you are on the fringes of the woods near some folks' houses and stuff. It can be pretty interesting. But man, when you're in those woods, they're endless, and
Oh yeah, they are.
you can camp damn near anywhere. You know, I think
It's West
like
Virginia.
yeah,
Pull over.
for,
Like, find a tree. This one looks like a good place to piss tonight. We're gonna camp here. Like, it's
yeah.
that simple.
For me, the Monongahela is the mecca, truthfully, for our region for overland. I don't think that you can even touch anything remotely close to it until you get up into Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, maybe. You know, um,
Yeah.
it it's just I've been up there, not as extensive as West Virginia here, but some places in this area specifically that are very dear to me. You guys have probably heard me talk about Cass Scenic Railroad a lot. The town of Cass, it's worth checking out. If you've never, first of all, if you like trains, go online and buy the next ticket to ride a Shea locomotive. It is like it's awesome. You'll do the full one, do the one that goes from Cass to Whitaker Station, then from Whitaker all the way up to Bald Knob. The view from the top of Bald Knob is amazing. Um, the people that guide the trip are really cool. And then when you're done, I think the what's the restaurant called? Is it like the last? Is it the last ride? Am I thinking of that right? It's the railroad cafe. At the bottom of the depot at the train depot. It's awesome. Um, I try to go there at least once a year, and it ends up being like 3 times a year at this point. But it's just one of my favorite places. Period. Um, Trying to think of some other ones that aren't gonna uh,
Burn
God Near
spots.
Knob. God Near Knob is one for me that I think is awesome. I think everyone should see. Everyone should see what an old growth forest looks like. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the what is it, Blackwater Falls area is on the northern side of this.
yep, yep,
So you've got the fire tower there and some
yeah,
other
yeah. It's so
natural
massive.
disasters or
Yeah,
ecological
go
disasters.
swim in Davis Falls.
Douglas.
Douglas Falls. Yeah, don't swim in Douglas Falls. No matter how interesting that water looks, don't don't. I think I created a new strain of coronavirus getting inside that disaster. Um, the off roading. Gosh, there's so much. I mean, you can absolutely find places to off
Yeah.
road in that area. Um,
You're not gonna do
I
it
mean,
back to back. You're gonna come up on something and then you're gonna drive 50 miles and find something else.
yeah, yep, yeah, definitely. And gosh, there's just so much. There's so many county roads and annexes to roads, and uh, it's endless to explore. And I mean, I would have to give, for me, if I'm ranking both of them, I'm giving an A for everything. Truthfully, it's just I think it's that fun. Are you gonna go out and use your lockers all day? No, but you can find stuff like that here and there, and have a
Yeah.
really good time doing it. There's just so much to see that you cannot see anywhere else. Um,
It's a
it's a
very
good time.
diverse ecosystem. Like even just staying within the forest,
Yeah.
it's very much diverse. I mean, you're going into uh, what is rhododendron
Oh
there
yeah.
around
Yep.
Blackwater,
Yep.
and the other area that we frequent is a lot of pines and stuff. When you get up in the
Yeah.
higher elevation, like it's a wild ecosystem.
Yeah. You want to experience something pretty wild? In a snowstorm or after a snowstorm, go do the Highland Scenic Highway, Old Route 150.
Let me tell
That's
you what, Mothman's Revenge. When we were up there at night, um, snowing sideways, the
ice.
road was covered. I've never been up there. I didn't realize it was as big as what it was. So I was like trying to make time with the 24-hour thing. And I'm like, I think I might actually be in the median strip here, just 70. I think I was
Mm-hmm.
running in the snow at that point.
Oh yeah.
And thankfully, it's what, like 2 or 3 lanes? Like, I think I
It's
was
and it's
actually
a
on.
wide too. Yeah.
It's wide, yeah.
Yep.
But in my head, it was like a 2 lane road with a wire like
Yeah.
guardrail divider down in the center, and I was just like, well, if I stay a lane and a half off of that, I should be good, right? And like if it had merged down into one, I'd have never known, man.
Yeah.
But it was. I'm really really upset I was up there at night because I think it was just nothing but scenery, just beautiful, and I
Yeah.
didn't see any of it.
Oh, it's during the day. It's awesome. We had taken a trip. We did that, and I think we ended at Cass actually for a brunch. And there was a ton of snow on the ground, but it was a perfectly clear day, so we got to see blue skies but snow on all the
Yeah,
peaks, and it's
yeah,
high. It's like 4,400 feet or something like
it
that. I
is.
think
Yeah,
through some of the tops, which I think the highest point is Spruce Knob, if I'm not mistaken, which is like 47 or 4650 or something like that. So you're very close to one of the highest points, and you can drive up there, which is cool. Some other places that just rock is the Green Bank Observatory, right in the middle of our radio isolation zone. There's no cell service. There's big giant radio telescope that actually drives on tracks, to position itself, and you can tour it. Um, of all the times that I've been down there, I've never toured it. I don't know why. I need to. I'd really like to
yeah.
see it.
This
Um,
was actually a conversation I had with a friend recently of like, I think it would be nice. Maybe not every camo trip, but some of them. We need to start going in places and
yeah,
exploring like points of interest,
yeah,
like that observatory. We've been
yep,
past it how many times, and I, none of us have ever been in it. Like it would be
yeah,
cool to roll in 15 of us, 20 of us, and check it out.
yeah, yeah. Well, and if you think about it too, like we do that, that pays the staff for the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we go,
So
and it's not just camo. Uh, like I'm bad for it. I go someplace to go four wheeling and then hit up the Bojangles before I leave. And it's like
yeah,
it it would be nice to go to some of these places and jump into the local place and put some money into their economy and
yeah.
keep
And
going.
those people are always the best too. It's always the
Yeah,
nicest people.
yeah.
So yeah, I've been trying to, and actually like for the Patriot trip, and that's one of the hardest things of planning a trip that's states away and shit that you've never really
Right, right.
seen before, is connecting the dots between stuff like that and making it make sense. And um, that trip is going to be, it is going to work out. I think with the amount of people that we have, which is baffling to me that in like 7 seconds we got that much interest. That
There's a
was like,
wait list.
Yeah, which I don't even know how to handle that. Like, uh, I'm like losing sleep over it because I can't tell anyone no, I've never had to, you know. Um, as long as I can find camping that will hold us or multiple areas that will hold us, probably just gonna send it, but I do want to emphasize, like, let's say that we do have, I'm just gonna throw out 20, right? Like, if we pull out and we all have the GPX and we all have radios, and you got to stop and pee because you didn't pee, you're gonna have to just catch up. Because if we do that kind of deal, you know, it'll be really hard to keep moving. And I
It
think we
depends on the
totally
crew
can.
too. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, if we
like,
have the Michigan dynamic, we can do
dude,
anything.
that's what I was thinking. Honestly, like the Michigan trip was great. Like we covered the whole Upper Peninsula, really.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, but like thinking about the places we went in, it was like that gas station at the beginning with the smoked fish,
yeah,
and we hit the other gas station. What was that, day 2, 3, and then it
Ye-
was just morning poop stops
yeah,
at another gas
yeah,
station. You know, like we never really stopped. Not that we needed to, because like everything we went to was amazing, but we never
yeah.
stopped and put money into the economy at any place.
Yeah, which I thought that was really interesting. We all strangely got excellent fuel economy up there. It seemed like we did.
I wasn't at interstate speed, so I was doing pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like I mean it was noticeably better for me because we covered. I mean, did a lot of miles and we didn't really have to stop a lot. That was
Yeah, I think
cool.
I was seeing like 19 to 20 miles per gallon with what we were
Yeah,
doing.
but yeah, I want to your point. I want to stop more. It's I can't be hypocritical and preach all the time about stop and put back, stop and put back. But if all I'm putting back into is sheets, like you know, I'm sure Tom Sheets is like, hey, thanks, bro. But like
Right.
that doesn't help the little
The
guys.
local.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to make sure that I emphasize doing more of that, and I'm trying. Like we stopped at that little mine shop, in Michigan,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that was cool.
those folks were ecstatic. They sold us rocks that glow in the dark. Well, sold me rocks that glow
So
in
me
the
rocks too. So yeah.
dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like if we say, hey, we're gonna stop at like that I think it was it Delaware copper mine, I think?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like if we say, hey, we're stopping here, you guys have 1 hour, wheels are rolling,
Yeah,
hour
yeah,
15 from right now. Like that's cool with that. And we all
yeah,
split up and go check out whatever. Like that
yeah.
would be
Well,
cool.
that's exactly so. This is kind of a terrible comparison, but really, I want to kind of treat it like a cruise ship. Like, hey, we just landed on the island, but the ship's
Yes.
sailing at noon. So,
Yes.
you know, lunch is not being served once the ship departs the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, that works well. I think that I think folks like that, and one of the
Breaks up
things
the
that I
day.
am, yeah, and one of the things that I am noticing too is the regulars in camo and even the newer guys that have got really involved have all molded into a very streamlined team, if you want to call it that. Like, I would feel more confident today taking 20 guys who are all about it right now versus 20 guys 10 years ago. That was
Yeah.
that, like, some of those, like, the one that comes to mind is like the Father's Day trip in like 20, I don't know, 18 ish. For whatever reason, that trip was just massive. Everyone wanted to take their dad, which was cool. I really did enjoy that. Um, but my gosh, my max tracks are loose. I think I have a zipper open. Something's rattling back here. Oh, you should charge for this, And it
Is that
was
Mickey
like,
Mouse?
oh, But yeah, I mean, it's we've come a long way, and the guys, I mean, we're damn near a rolling militia at this point. So I feel like I think we can handle things and be efficient with it. And I think if we do that, where we do stops that are planned, and like you said, you kind of do your own thing, explore. You want to cook a big lunch, cook a big lunch. You want to eat a sandwich and go hike for 30 minutes. You can do that
Yeah.
too. So yeah, I'm excited. I know I haven't released anything for the Patriot yet, and I'm apologies for anyone that's listening. That's waiting for it.
I
There's
say
a
do it
lot.
like 24 hours, week before, or day
Honestly,
of.
dude,
Like,
honestly, it would just be so much easier. Like the start location is already posted. That's all you guys need to know.
that's all they need. Dude, you know what? All of us are traveling at this point.
Yeah.
None of us live up there. Benton,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But like, put that and then point, and I would like that's how I run camo trips anyway. I don't
Yeah.
download the GPX. Like I've got somebody
Yeah.
I can follow. Somebody
Yeah.
else knows. This way, like I'm not disappointed if we don't do something. Everything's new. It takes so much brain power out of it. You just go.
Yeah.
You're surprised at everything you get to.
Well, and when we did Vermont in 22, I think is when we went to Vermont. That was kind of how I ran Vermont. It was just like, well, we're north and we need to go south. Turn to dirt. Or great. you know. So, I know there's, everyone wants, I want to see this, I want to see that. And I probably will have, not probably, I will have a route that I post. But I am going to be very clear, especially with this one, is that this is an outline. There are no missed turns on this trip. It's just it's the way of the road. The way of the road.
Yeah.
So I think, which was really similar to how Michigan was supposed to be. It just so happened that the outline worked.
Dude, that worked really well. Like I've
Yeah.
thought about that, and just coming back from the beach, like the difference of Dewey Beach and mouth of the
Huron, oh my gosh.
Like I'm not a ocean beach fan, but I am a Great Lakes beach fan, like
Yeah.
big time. Even in
Yeah.
the cold, like it was a little nippy there at night
Yeah.
with the wind blowing off the lake, but man, like I don't know what the difference is in the sand. The sand off that lake was
Oh,
like it was so nice. It didn't stick to you. Maybe I wasn't sweating. Maybe that's what it was. But like it
I
wasn't
think that's
everywhere.
it. Weren't hot and sweaty.
That's what it is.
I mean, I know one of the more euphoric parts of that trip for me was, well, first of all, Steven got me loaded up on Cutwater, which the first two that I drank I thought were just kombucha. I didn't even know they were alcoholic until my third one.
This explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, I was so thirsty, and I was like, "Oh, ginger! This is gonna make my tummy feel so good." And I just crushed it. And he was like, "Oh, dude, you must have been thirsty." You want another? I was like, "Yeah, it was great." And halfway through the second one, I was like 9% ABV or whatever, and I'm like, "Bro, are these alcohol?"
This explains our fishing experience together.
Yeah, so for those of you that haven't seen this, I literally just walked out into the mouth of the Huron River in my pants and just stood balls deep in the Huron River with my pants on. It was the best thing ever. I didn't have shoes on, just one man, one with nature. It was awesome. But yeah, that's
Oh, no, I think we still gotta finish this.
we gotta. I guess we gotta grade it. I put in here a B for off road, but really, I feel like you could teeter on A minus for off roading.
Find some interesting stuff. It's just gonna be hard to tie it all together. Like you're gonna come across some pretty rough washouts or tree down or I don't know, off-roady things to climb over.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be like the Daniel Boone Byway.
Yeah.
or you're just going to be able to keep hitting trail after trail after trail wheeling.
Yeah. If your truck is like triple locked and you start it with a screwdriver, it's not gonna be an A for you.
Yeah.
But if you're an overlander in the general sense of the term, I would say it's probably an A. You'll find things
Yeah.
that would make it an A.
Yeah.
And my overland score is like S tier. I mean, it's above A. I think it's the mecca for our region. There's just so much.
Is. Man, the first time we were at our favorite camp spot, the stars that night,
Oh,
it just unbelievable. Like,
oh, you're talking when we could literally see the galaxies and the horizon had stars. Yeah,
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 like we were all standing out there, and we could see the Starlink train go past, and somebody pulled up the satellite maps and saw that it was like over Michigan.
yep,
So like on the right night, you are seeing a hell of a long ways away, and the stars are
absolutely.
just like you give your eyes time to adjust. You can see the Milky Way galaxy naked eye.
Yeah, it's incredible. On that topic, there's something I actually forgot to mention. If we rewind to number 2, the Hamersley Wild Area, it's very close to Cherry Spring State Park. If you guys aren't familiar with that, they have this really cool thing there. First of all, the sky is super, super, super dark there. And I don't really understand the specifics of it, but basically, geographically, where it is, it's an excellent stargazing location. So much so that on this big hilltop, they installed these big white domes that you can go sit in to stargaze in, and it's really cool. It's worth doing. And a bit over from that, you'll find a state route or a county road. It's Route 144. Um, if you are a driver that likes to drive in a spirited manner and has something that is capable to operate in a spirited way, it's a really, really, really fun road. Like, I'm talking banked corners and S turns that you can jump S to S in, kind of fun. Um,
Oh, when are we going?
yeah, I mean, I don't even have anything anymore that's like.
I got the taco. Let's go. Like, I'll
I
put it on
mean,
three wheels again. I don't give a shit. Like,
I did that road on my FCO9 years ago, and oh my goodness, it's so fun. Uh, obviously obey all street rules, of course, but
yes, yes.
yeah, um, but yeah, those are my picks and our picks for some places that you maybe didn't hear of in Appalachia that I think are really worth seeing. They're some of our favorites, even Ohio. Sad to say, but if you guys can think of any that we missed in our region, let us know. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, Man, we got all kinds of fun stuff in the pipeline. We had there's a fella in here. He's popped into our chats a couple places. I think we're gonna have him on the show. He's got a son that he built a badass camper setup, and they've been traveling along. His name is also Nick. His boy's name is Tristan. At some point, we're gonna have them on the show. Um, they're always listening and popping in. They watch my stupid TikToks. Sorry if anybody suffers through the shit that I put on TikTok. But yeah, man, I'm excited. We're gonna have those guys on. We want to talk, overland with kids. We both have kids, and
Yep.
when you have kids, man, it's a different experience overlanding. Um, you can be, especially with young kids, because it's totally different throughout the age groups, right? But especially young kids, it doesn't matter how macho you are, it doesn't matter how much manliness you want to instill in your little boy. I'm going to tell you right now, if you approach anything with a macho attitude, you're going to have a bad time. So, we're going to get into a lot of stuff like that, and I think it's going to be really fun. Who knows? I'm sure
Yeah.
I might even have the kids come down and give me a 5-minute blurb about their thoughts. And we've talked about it a little bit too, but I think Mike would be a fantastic resource for that. Mike has traveled with his kids all over the place.
Yes.
Gosh, he pulls a full-on road train. If you've never seen Mike's setup, it's a Ram 1500 that's kind of built out like the Killdozer. It's on 37.
Accurate.
he pulls what is essentially also the Killdozer off-road trailer behind it. It's just like a frightening amount of mass moving through space. And
no wonder he doesn't need CDLs and hit weight stations, you know?
I would love to see what that combination of weight is. And I'm sure the DOT would too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just the front bumper on that truck is like frightening. Like, if you pull out in front of Mike, it's game over. It's game over. It might not, I mean, he might notice that you vaporized in front of him. Oh, but yeah, man. What else? Got anything going on? Anything exciting?
No, not really right now. It's been pretty quiet on the overlanding front for me. The horse trailer's gone.
Yeah, he did a great job on that. Turned out good.
Yeah.
Shout out, Julia.
Yeah, that thing kicks ass. The Forerunner is sitting out. Everything I own right now needs oil changes.
Dude, same.
Yeah, like seriously. It hit me all at the same time. And I had to do the Dodge because I went out to drop off her trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't know the last time I changed the oil on that. I don't drive it enough, so I was like, it needs an oil change. Damn, is oil expensive now? 3 gallons in that thing.
Is that what it takes?
Yes. Yes. The internet told me 12 quarts, right? It's 12. No, 12 quarts is.
That'd be 3 gallons. Yeah.
Yeah. It was 3 5-gallons. Yeah, or sorry.
For 5 quarts.
3 1 gallon. Yeah, 5-quart jugs. 3 5-quart jugs. So 15 quarts of oil. So yeah.
That's a lot of oil.
Yeah. It's a lot of oil. I mathed the hell out of that, didn't I? I screwed that all up. But yeah, it was a shitload of oils. What, 3.5 gallons?
I was surprised at how little oil the Yukon takes in the 8.1. I had assumed it would take like 10 plus quarts of oil. It takes like 6. It's not that crazy.
Well, you know what's crazy is the Tacoma takes 6.5.
Yeah.
That's a 4-cylinder, 2.7. You know.
That's a lot. That's probably why things last so damn long.
Yep.
Because they don't make them take 4 quarts of oil in a, you know.
Yep. And then I'm going to put that 3-quart oil accumulator on it too, so it'll have, what's that? 9? Can I math? 9.5-ish.
I gotta be honest, my trumpets are getting louder for
an air horn. You need air horn now?
No, I've started shopping on Marketplace for a Titan engine and trans. Actually,
I know where there's one sitting in a garage.
I think, in Alex's house.
Yeah,
yeah. This will not be a quick This is not like a buy it and do it thing. First of all, I guess it's just a shed basically, but it's practically empty and it looks like a really nice place to put a motor stand in the middle of. But I want to tear one down. I'm going to reseal it. I probably won't do anything with rods or pistons, but I do want to do like valve springs, cams, like a Jim Wolf cam probably. I don't want to do any forced induction, I don't think. I want to do well I mean I do, but I'm trying to be like I want it to be dumb but not stupid. I
understand that. Yeah.
You know, I want it to be turnkey and I want my problems to be manageable, not critical. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I do. That's why I haven't put the turbo on the Tacoma yet. Is because I knew this year I needed some reliability. That's soon. It's just right there looking at me. Right?
I see. It looks very clean. It actually, if it could talk, it would be saying, "Please."
Yes, yes.
Please,
I want it on so bad. It's all I've got to do is finish picking up a couple exhaust pieces and the intake tube, and I got to buy a fuel pump yet, and just find the time to put it on.
Yeah,
I was kind of
that,
thinking like once the salt flies, I'll rip the camper off of it again
that's
and
what I
park it back
figured
in
you'd
here.
be. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like when I'm not wheeling in the winter, it's because I'm trying to keep the garage warm, wrenching
yeah,
on it.
yeah, yeah. I don't even know that like for the Frontier completion would be even within the year. Like I really don't have any intention of wrenching it. The truck, like I just recently, after I cleaned it up and did my WD-40 explosion, I looked over the truck and I hadn't really torn it apart for some time. And I looked it over and it's in very good shape. There is one tiny little rust hole forming on the lower bedside that is just like making me irate. I have no idea how or why.
Oh no, the bedside.
I know it's like on the lower side, it's just pissing me off. But I want to fix that because I hate rust. I don't want to see any. Um, but point being, the truck's in really good shape. The motor's in great shape. Trans has no problem. So like, I'm in no rush to do it. And when I do it, what I put in, I want to be like a lot of VK swapped Frontiers are just kind of like a stock V8 Pathfinder. It's not really that exceptional,
Yeah.
I want to do a little bit of research into like what the V8 supercar guys have done. Obviously, not to that
Right,
intensity
right.
level, but there's a lot on the table there. It's like the what do they call it? The Asian LS is
Yeah.
it's very popular, and I didn't realize how popular it was until I started looking. I mean, they're going in 240s, they're going in 370Zs, so it's becoming a very popular motor to piss with, and there's a ton of parts available for it. They make everything. You make a lot of power. Um,
Dude, that's kind of the same discovery I had with the Tacoma. Like
yeah,
when I got it, I was like 4-cylinder, whatever, somebody makes a header for it and a tune, and that's about it.
yeah,
And then once I started diving into it, like, no, Australia has embraced these things and they melt tires with them.
yeah,
Like, I can make a
yeah,
badass overland rig out of this, Like,
yeah.
I'm really happy I didn't buy the V6.
Well, every time that we talk about it, I get my algorithm. I'm sure tonight when I go
Yeah,
lay in bed and I flip my phone on, I'm gonna get burnout competitions, and it's all that
yeah.
motor just you know
Fireballs,
hood
yes.
stack firefalls, and yeah, it's insane. Um, yeah, I'm super excited to see that thing with boost. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, boost and
But
a built motor, but
yeah, that's gonna be fun. Other than that, I'm gonna put my sign up. I don't know. It'll actually probably be where I think
Dale's.
Dale's gonna go over there. The sign over there. I gotta light it up, and yeah. Well, you guys like the little studio look. It's a lot better than being cramped up in my little corner.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. We
I'm
got
gonna do
anything else?
something.
What's that?
I say I'm gonna do something. I need my garage space more, and I think
Yeah,
I'm getting the other garage cleaned out, so I might make a studio down there for this.
yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. This was what, one, two, three, four pieces of drywall and some polyvinyl trim that some LEDs from Walmart. So
can't beat it.
nope, nope. I don't know. Might get some fun stuff. I wouldn't mind another monitor, maybe. I'm getting to the point where I should just finish my damn basement, but there's so much storage down here. I don't know. It would just be a waste. It'd be a finished room with just storage.
Yes.
But all right, guys. Well, hey, listen. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys that have been on the live. There's still a bunch of guys in the live. That's awesome.
Cool.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Anyone that if anyone's on the live and wants to actually come on the show right now, you can do that. If you click the Riverside link, you can literally be on the show. So I'll give you a couple seconds if you're interested in that. But otherwise, thanks, man. We made it 50 freaking shows. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is.
I've been
that
thinking
is
about that a
nuts.
lot this week. It's really cool to do.
Yeah, yeah, and seeing people get excited about it out of the country. We're getting popular out of the U.S. On some Overland channels. Which how that happens, I don't know. But that's
I'll
pretty
take it.
cool. I'll take it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep doing this. I remember right around the time I started pissing with the Frontier, and I remember my dad was like, you're gonna do all this, and you're gonna invest all this time and all this money, and it's gonna peter out, and no one's gonna want to go out and do this crazy shit with you, Well, surprise, surprise. Hey, we got Terry Andrews in the chat that wants to ask a question. Terry, ask away, buddy. If you want, you can come on the show. Otherwise, you can type it in the chat. If you want to come on the show, you can click the Riverside link. It'll bring you on the show. Otherwise, you can type in the chat, and we are all ears. We can hang out here. I got all night. It's
Yeah.
not
It's
even
early for
midnight
us.
yet. It is
Yeah.
early.
And we got over 2 hours in.
That worked out. I don't know how the math there is it daylight savings or something?
I think Trump shot that down, right?
No, I think he was a bit. I think which one
He was for it?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know which is which. I just don't like when it gets dark early. Whatever that is, I don't want.
I don't give a shit which one they pick. Just pick one.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want it to get. I'm gonna be honest. If it gets dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon, I'm a pretty sad puppy. I would like the extra PM. Morning doesn't affect me at all. It's cold and wet and miserable in the winter mornings anyway. Who cares, Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. So it looks like I'm not sure what the actual question may be, but Aaron says 6,000 pound win for a 6,000 pound vehicle. I think maybe this
Okay.
is in reference to you considering downsizing.
Yes. So my thoughts on this are it has to have a snatch block to multiply the load. But they weigh what 50 pounds less than the bigger frame ones, and on
Depending
30 to
on
50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah, steel or synthetic. Yeah.
Yeah. My truck is struggling with weight and power. So if I can pull some weight off the nose of that thing, I've never used the winch to self-recover. Let's see, he's saying it's against the 1.5 rule. It is. It's 100% against the 1.5 rule. But I'm getting to the 1.5 by using the snatch block because it's going to be for your math. It's going to be 6,000, half of that. Now it's 9,000. What's the snatch block? Is it double it?
Yeah. So
it's half speed, double
configuration.
pull.
But
yeah.
So
you're going to be up to a 12,000-pound pull on the inner line of the drum. With the
assuming you're
it's just going to be slower. Yeah.
My shit's all heavy, and I'm just slapping 12Ks on pretty much whatever. However, that said, if you're self-recovering, think about how much force it's actually going to take to move you out of your situation most of the time. It's probably going to be a straight line pull where you need 1,000 pounds of oomph to get you going again. So if space and weight are a problem, there are plenty of long drum 6,000K. I think the Badlands winch at Harbor Freight comes in a short drum and a long drum variant, which I did not know it had a long drum variant, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can never have too much winch, but if you don't have the space for it, you can make up with it with a snatch block. There's a little bit of frictional loss. The only thing that you'd have to watch for if you were to get a short drum winch, you're more than likely going to need a winch extension to bring with you, because once you double that line over, you're probably only going to be like 30 feet in front of you. You
Yep,
know,
yep. But how often do you pull the winch line out that far? Like there's
yeah,
usually somebody within 20 feet of. I'm thinking like somebody stuck on Fincastle. Like
yeah,
I could probably pull a line out to that, and it's one of those things where like you pull lightly, and if it moves, okay, and if it doesn't move, then you got to go ahead and snatch block it to get your
yeah,
strength because the cable's smaller. Like there's definitely things you have to do on a smaller winch in order to be safer or be safe with it
yeah.
and get the power out of it. And it's not for every vehicle. Like you're not going to throw this on a 2500 ramp.
No, no, yeah,
It's going to be like Kyle's Grand Cherokee or
exactly.
Aaron's Subaru. Like
Yep.
I would be doing it with my Tacoma, and honestly, it should have a 9500, 95,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, 100-pound winch on it. So
Right.
I'm looking at how often I've needed a winch, how many times I've had to self recover, what my mentality is on driving style of like, yeah, I do dumb shit, but most of the time it's not driving into a mud hole and burying it to the axles,
Yeah, right, right.
So like I think I can get away with going to a smaller winch and take that nose weight off the truck. Like that weight is past the front tires. It's having an adverse effect on my handling, as along
Yeah.
with everything else. But it's out there. I mean, is it going to make a huge difference? Probably not, But if I'm going from my 9500 to with steel cable to a 6000 with synthetic, that's a lot of
Yeah.
weight off my nose.
Yeah. It's also new and cheaper
Yeah.
than, uh, and I think for your use case, space and
And
weight
that's where I'm,
makes
yeah,
perfect sense.
the space is, I don't have room for an intercooler if I run a winch.
Yeah.
And I would, I'm not sure I even have space for an intercooler with the smaller winch, but I definitely have more space.
Right.
So maybe that gives me the option, maybe it doesn't. Um, at this point, I don't even know if I want a winch. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like
I look back to any time that we've really been in some rough situations, and I can think of like, well, the snowy bald eagle trip that we talked about earlier. I had to recover myself because I went to get out of the way of that careening tow truck, and I drove into like a culvert that was covered in snow. So
right.
that was a really heavy pull, and I was glad that I had a bigger winch. The hardest one that I ever did was the dead pull up the mountain face of Amber's Jeep with the kitchen sink built into it when his winch died. But for all those things, I'm double in line anyway, just so that I don't
It's
break a
easier on
line,
the winch.
and it's easier on my
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the worst recovery I would have had would have been Michigan on that particular soft area, you know. And had I put the wire back on the winch to ground everything the right way, when I put the bumper on, putting the motor back in right before pots, like the winch would have worked. That would have been the hardest pull I've ever done on that winch in
yeah,
my entire, 7, 8 years of ownership.
yeah. I'll have to post actually a cropped version of that video, just because that particular piece of equipment that was used just to test it out, um, was awful. So this was what we're talking about when we tested out was one of those screw pin shackles with a I don't even know if you could call it a pulley really on the pin,
Oh yeah,
and it's supposed to, first of all, the radius is way too small to even be advantageous as an actual pulley. And it didn't even, the second there was tension on it, it just stopped turning, and then the rope just drug across it.
nice.
But
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever actually sent you that video. I took a video of that thing because I was very curious. I was like, is this thing about to work? And it didn't. It didn't
Yeah.
work at all. So
Before we keep going, did that answer? Hold on, he's saying front versus rear winch. You know, I've thought about this too. I I have considered putting a smaller winch under the ass end of the Tacoma and taking the big one off the front. You know, a lot of the times you go into like, I don't know. It depends on your mentality. Like if you're going to drive in some like a mud hole, I think like the winch out the back makes sense. You're going to drag back out through your tracks. But for what we do, like overlanding, I mean, if your mentality is I have to get over it, then put it on the front.
yeah, if I think a rear winch is really advantageous if you're like the guy who's called upon when somebody else messes up. Um,
That
and
gets
if
old
you're
quick
yeah,
to
I
be
know.
that guy. I know.
But I will say Warren has some really slick product for this. They have a remote clutch now. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's very expensive. But if you are going to do a rear winch that's up under the bed or between the frame rails under the bed, that would
That would be
for sure
nice.
be something I would look at because crawling under the truck and flipping that thing manually in the mud and snow would just suck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's the
for
one that does the pneumatic control for the clutch? Have you seen them?
is it Super Winch? Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe not. I
It
don't
sounds
know.
right. But there's one of them that does do that. So if you
Yeah,
have onboard air and want to remote mount a winch and not have to crawl up under it for that, like
yeah,
there are options available.
yeah. I think like I said, if I was building like I don't know the heavy recovery rig, a rear winch would be cool. But I think I'd have to be really bored for a while to throw a rear winch on what I have now.
I could see it being beneficial with the Dodge, like getting firewood,
Oh
pulling
yeah, as a
pulling
work
logs
truck,
as a work truck.
pulling my
Um,
broken shit onto the trailer.
Dude, that's where I was getting ready to go with it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, like I think it. Like I have used my winch for utility way more than recovery, and
same.
you know,
Logging.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, like I would drag a log down the road to camp with a winch out the back. You're not supposed to do that, but like, what's it? What's it matter? It'd be all right, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah,
Put the rear license plate on a flipper and run your fair
yeah,
lead out under the license plate. That would be pretty sick.
yeah. You could hide it really nice. I'm trying to think. It they tie down the front, don't they? The rock buggies and stuff. Like they'll run the winch in the.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen that? They'll
To
put
to
the winch
crush
in the
stuff.
front.
Yep, yep,
Yeah, and they'll tie down to the axle and be able to
yep.
crank it down. I don't
I
know if
put a
that'd be
servo
beneficial on the
winch.
back.
I put a servo winch on one of my crawlers for that on that AR-60 axle.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, Steven's that guy, Steven. Yeah, dude, come on a trip with us. We're
Yeah.
if you're looking for trips, all the ones that are set in stone are going to be posted on Pathfinder and in the Discord. They are also on Facebook. A couple people have been asking, like, why am I not actively posting this stuff in the Facebook? I'll be honest, like 100% honest. When I get really detailed on Facebook, I get abused by people that have no intentions of actually coming or being a part of the group, that have lots of thoughts and opinions. And I don't want to hear it anymore. To be honest with you, like I've been threatened. I've had people tell me that they were gonna call the police or the police were gonna come because there's just no way that we'd possibly be able to navigate these areas without trespassing. As if I don't know how to read a map, you know. I've had people call me and tell me. I mean, dude, we had multiple people tell us we would no way be able to make it where we were going in Michigan. No way, not possible. 50 feet of snow. 60 feet of snow. Dude, even the gate guard at the Mackinac Bridge
Yeah.
was like, "No, I hope you brought your sleds and snowshoes." It's like,
Yeah. Well, Steven went in front of me. And she said something to him, and then when I got up to her, she's like, "Are you gonna follow him and get lost too?" And I was like, "I mean, that's kind of the plan." And then
yeah,
we
we're
got to camp. And
God willing.
yeah, and apparently this lady was like, "It's really bad up here." Whatever, lady, I had a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sure growth wise for the page that's not advantageous, and you know I understand that. We have 2,000 members that are curated. Like I said, I deny probably 50% of the people that request, just because they're either, like, I can tell. Honestly, I can tell if you're gonna
Yeah.
be somebody that would
Us.
work. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude. Also, the Discord. We never shut up in Discord. It's actually really fun, and it makes work days not suck. The group in the Discord is kind of like the regulars, so um, I've been putting the link in the YouTube and Spotify and Apple info for the Discord. But if you go into last week's video, it's one of the pinned comments is the link to the Discord. If you guys want to hop in there, it's a pretty good time.
Yeah.
A lot of
It's
stupid.
kind of like a direct way to reach us through the week too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
less so for me lately, but one of us is always in there,
yeah.
and everybody's regurgitating the same shit we've said. So like,
Yeah,
we've trained our people really well. We don't have to talk to them anymore. You know?
yeah. Like, and honestly, like, no joke. Everybody who's in the Discord that participates right now, and there's probably what, like, I think there's 90 members, but there's probably what, 20 or 30 that are talking every day. Like,
Yeah.
every one of those guys I would trust with whatever they have going on. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Yeah. It's
Don't
probably
ask-
one of the best resources for overland information that exists for this area
Yeah.
by a long shot.
Oh, absolutely. Because there's no LARPing. No one is a
Yeah.
pretender. No one's a wisher. Everyone in there is doing something, and nobody is dropping $100,000 on something that's never going to get used. And I think that's my favorite part. Is in some way, shape, or form.
Palco.
Well,
He's not in the Discord that much, but
Yeah.
sorry. I had to fire that shot. It was too easy.
yeah, dude. Yeah. He just sent a message today. We're trying to plan a bachelor party, and he was
That's
like,
not working on the truck.
Yeah, dude, he was like, "Yeah, bachelor party at the shop. We're gonna build the race truck." I'm like, dude, I would love that. Let's do it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm chomping at the bit to do it because I'm getting bored. I mean, so bored. I'm looking at V8s on Facebook Marketplace. I need something to wrench on. That's not something.
Come
that
get my
breaks.
4Runner.
Yeah, I'll bring a trailer, dude. What's it need? No, I can't listen. I cannot extend myself. I'm such a sucker. I'm such a
Same.
sucker. And
It's hard to say
old,
no.
It's
with this
old
stuff.
people for me.
Yes.
If it's an old person, I don't know what is. I just simply will go. I will screw myself 100 times over, and I already know I'm screwing myself over with this guy too. The dude's house he's like a billy goat, lives on a cliffside, and I'm about to go basically work for free just to help the guy out, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good, I guess.
Mine are new people that like really want to do it. You know, like I'll spend a lot of time like
Yeah.
and donate a lot of stuff. Like I've got stuff in the garage that like I've just been keeping. It's like, if you really want this and you're into it, like, yeah, let's put this stuff on. Like a lot of my stuff is just stuff I've collected and been like, this will find a home one day.
Yeah.
You know, somebody will need this, and
Yep.
if it's
I was like that with
application.
RC. I was like that with
Yeah,
RC
that's what got
really
me
bad.
into it.
I
Yeah.
had so many crawler parts. I'm just like, oh no, dude, I got an ESC, and then like a couple months later, you're like,
I
pretty
need
sure I
an
just
ESC.
gave away like $600 worth of electronics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but cool. Well, Oh god, yeah, cemetery that needs landscaping. Yeah. Um yeah. Underbid that one too, just a little bit. Next month will be better, but it is what it is.
Happens.
It happens. It's kind of like I said, it's almost pointless, but I'd like to buy a dirt bike and a couple
What are you gonna
pocket
buy?
change. I haven't fully decided yet, man. I'm torn between like a real dirt oriented dual sport or something that's more touring oriented dual sport. The problem is if and when I get something that's real dirt oriented, um, my tendency to get real stupid is there all the time. But
You
if I
know?
don't do that, I don't think I'll ride it as much because I don't have
I,
that much interest in riding the street anymore.
yeah. Um, you know what my rule is on bikes is that you always buy the smaller bike because like it's more fun to drive a slow bike fast, and it's way more dangerous to drive a fast bike like moderately fast. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean, my my fast bike days are yeah. If I were to get a fast bike, it would be like Kawasaki Concourse, something like
yeah.
that. But like a sport bike, that doesn't do it for me anymore.
Mm-mm.
There's a time and a place for it, but you know, those days are gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the Bolt. The XS 650 has to go. The T Dub is going to stay.
Yeah,
And dude, I think it needs mirrors and like rear turn signals, and I could tag it. And I want
Y-
to real bad, just to be able to like run to the grocery store around the corner, or
yeah,
auto parts store, or like go look for deer or something in the evening. I really want to put it back. Dude, stealth camping out of my Dodge was awesome. And I
yeah,
know it'll handle the motorcycle rack like perfect. And that thing
yeah,
would look so cool going down the road with the T double on the back. Like,
yeah. So you mentioned stealth camping. I got to talk to Nick and see what week he wants to come on because I'd love to bring him on the show. But we are gonna do a stealth camping and boondocking episode, and I love that stuff. Anytime that we can blur the lines between like prepping and overlanding, I get real giddy. So I'm very
I
very
thought you were going to
excited.
say legal and not legal.
I mean, I can't say that, but yeah. Like if I can do some victimless crimes, I'm very
Yeah, yeah,
excited.
yes. Uh,
Oh God.
dude, all 4 days. I'm not a stealth camper that much, but the 4 days I've done it recently have been huge
Yeah.
learning experiences, and every night has been totally different. With kids, without kids,
Oh,
like different
dude,
reasons.
when I did it with my
Uh,
son, we had a blast. Actually, it was
dude, I had a
super fun.
blast.
He's like, "Daddy, why do we have to use this red light? It makes my hands look funny." And I'm like, "Well, son, if we use the red light, nobody will be able to see us hiding back here."
Yes. So the one place we pulled into, uh, completely infested with cops. Didn't realize it. We get parked in a spot we're not supposed to be, but it blended in, and we were like, okay, van's off. Let me sit tight here. Saying no sooner did we like undo the seatbelts, red and blue lights lit up. It was a cop pulling over somebody speeding on the main stretch, and we just like had to sit there and wait it out. It's like, but it was real, dude. The kids did great. They were just like, we're hiding from the cops. And I was like, yeah, we don't normally do this, but we are right now. You're going to do this a lot more in like 10, 12 years. Like, I might as well teach you now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm excited to put that episode together because there's so many tips and tricks and like the van life people are really good at it too. But
You
yeah,
know what?
that's gonna be fun.
the van life people, I'm convinced they just don't give a shit.
They don't,
Like
which is the way
they
to do
just,
it.
well, yeah, but you have to do it in a way that there's no light. You're not making noise. Like
Yeah.
they have a setup to where you don't know if it's occupied. You
Yes.
know.
Yeah. I
Um,
think, as with most places that you're not supposed to be, if you act like you own the place and you're supposed to be there, nobody questions you.
I think I'm gonna get some random church like signage magnet for the side of the van. So I can just put it on it and it'll be like a church bus wherever I stop. Nobody's questioning it, man.
I love it. Yeah, legality is subjective. Yes, it is. I think, yeah, there we go. Legality is subjective. That's all. There's the thumbnail right there. Yeah, actually, it might be. That's
It's only
actually
illegal if you get caught.
that's a really good T-shirt. Actually, legality is subjective.
Riff Raff. Camu podcast Riff Raff.
Yeah,
Legality is subjective.
yeah. We need a riff-raff in like this font, kind of, but maybe
Yeah.
more like the Splash Cup style would be pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Speaking
play with
of,
AI some more.
yeah, we actually, for whatever reason, we have more people than we have the entire show once we stopped talking about everything but overlanding. Merch. What do you guys want? I can make pretty much anything, and I can get as weird or as normal as we want. We do have stuff in the store. I'm pretty sure
I
I'm
was
the only
actually
one that's.
wearing a shirt last week and I was going to show it off, but it started raining in the middle of the parking lot. I had to tear down my shit and then I did it on the dash, you know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
the hoodie with your truck on it is badass. I need to buy that one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
white, grayish, and black one. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
The I don't know. I'm super partial to this like outrun themed thing.
Yeah,
Though.
I am too. I want to get a hoodie like you got.
It reminds me of a time that I never lived in.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not an 80s
80s
kid.
baby. Dude,
Nope.
I caught 2 years of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get to experience
Fucking
any
poser.
of the 80s. I know. Well, when you go bald, you can just pretend you're older, so. Yeah. Listen, when you have kids, it's all out the window. Like, the ability to I'm unshameable. Like, there's nothing an adult can say to me that my children haven't done worse. like, if someone says like, "Oh, Nick, you're getting kind of fat," well, it's no different than my 2-year-old being like, "Daddy, why do you have boobies like Mama?" It's like, thanks, bro. Fuck.
My youngest went to latch on me about a month ago, and I was like, "Whoa, hold up, no."
Just for rooting around. Yeah, everyone that
Yeah.
doesn't have kids is completely befuddled right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. The babies do that.
Yeah. She was like falling asleep, like pretty much out, and then like came
Yeah.
to for a second and was like, "Oh, this sounds good," and like went rooting. No, you're out of here, child.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Yeah, the overlanding with kids episode will be fun. There's so
It will.
much. God, that could be a multi-part series. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's changed. Like it's as Piper's gotten older, just in the 2 years I've been taking her, like it's changed drastically.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, anymore like with Bo, basically, all he wants to do is find animals. He's happy as can be if I just turn him loose. And I mean, he literally when we went to Wolf Den, he built a terrarium that is still living at my house that is full of like centipedes
really
and
cool.
millipedes, and found a snail, and it's living on the porch. What I didn't realize is centipedes or millipedes. Millipedes can live like 12 years. So
Really?
yeah,
I bet a bird would shorten that up.
yeah, probably. Probably. I kind of like. I have a
You
soft
got
spot for
chickens?
insects. No arachnids. I don't piss with spiders. I like
Same.
snakes. Don't piss with spiders. If anyone's listening and wants to completely mess with me, and also never be my friend ever, um, spiders. Mess with me with spiders. That would a surefire way that we are not boys would be to mess with me with spiders. Like there is not a more terrifying entity on this earth than a wolf spider. That is just, I mean, obviously tarantula, but in our region, oh, I don't mess with them.
I'm usually okay with just about everything as long as it's not a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I didn't tell you what happened when I was string trimming, did I?
Oh.
Let
If you
me
did the Discord, I haven't been on that for like 2 weeks.
let me pull up this picture. Hold on. So I'm trimming away. It's real thick, and all of a sudden something flies up and hits me in the chest, and it's that poor little garter snake friend that
Ooh.
got hit with the string and came flying up and hit me. Now, very sad about that. Big snake guy, like snakes. Um, didn't see him obviously until it was literally slapped off my chest. I about jumped out of my skin. uh,
The you know what's worse than that is hitting a bunny nest with the mower.
oh, dude, don't even get me stuck. My wife still doesn't let me live down. I was brush hogging and I hit a fawn. And for anyone that's brush hogged, if
Oh,
you haven't done it, you'll do it at some point, and it is just the worst thing ever. Nothing
it's not
like
good.
no hunting is it's a completely different. Oh, dude, that sucks so bad. I never anymore. If I brush hog and I can't see, I go so slow with the bucket down. I'm practically bulldozing because I'll never ever do that again. God, that sucked.
So I've got a bad kill. I'll tell the story. Um, I was mowing my friend's yard. I've got my 60-inch zero turn. Mow his yard every week. You know, he was away doing work that summer, so I took care of it. He told me if I see any groundhogs, you know, eliminate them. So I was carrying my little 22 pistol with me,
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know, if I see one, well, it's like most of the summer, I haven't seen a single groundhog. Quit taking my pistol. Sure enough, see a groundhog. And it's like 10, 15 yards from me, like, came out and is eating the grass I just mowed, like, just past this thing.
Yeah,
So, you know, I go up, turn around, I'm like, I'm just going to charge it with the mower. You know, like, he'll run
he'll
away.
run away.
Dude, he stood his ground. Okay. And I got like, he's like a foot off the right front wheel. And I'm like, well, I didn't expect to be this close. And if I back up, he's probably going to charge. My feet are right here. And I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to park on him. You know, so I like jump forward real quick. And like, now I feel like a complete ass. You know, I've got this groundhog pinned with a zero turn. I'm like, what am I going to do? I can't like back off of him. I don't have access to like eliminate him in a humane way. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I gave it the old bump. Dude, that groundhog came out of that chute lifeless and went about 40 feet through the air at about 10 foot, just direct
Oh,
line, hit the
God.
ground and rolled. I look
Oh,
up. The
oh
neighbors are on
no.
their front porch, two old
Oh
people.
no.
They witnessed the whole thing happen, and I'm just
Oh,
like, I had to go over in their yard and pick it up with the
oh
shovel.
my. Oh my.
It was not good situation.
Oh
Like you should not hit a groundhog with a lawnmower.
no. I had a rooster that I had to call. I mean, I had no choice. There's a difference between like a normal aggressive rooster and like a bloodthirsty asshole, and he was the latter.
Yeah.
And he had just pulled something that was like completely unacceptable 2 days after attacking an insurance adjuster that came to my house. And I did not know that my neighbor was outside as I dispatched this individual. He was a very tough rooster, so maybe I wasn't the greatest shot, so it was a multi-shot ordeal. And I realized that from like a third person point of view, I had to have looked like a true psychopath. Like that's some shit that they file away and like talk to the police about as like a hey, you might want to. And I'm like, look, man, like you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Have
Sorry,
you seen
Randy.
the news? Have you seen the news out of Cunningham Falls?
No.
Okay, local to me, like 20 minutes away. Last week, they had a rabid beaver bite a swimmer. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I bet that would do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Well, guess what? A second one attacked a fisherman just recently too. So they put
Get-
down two rabid
oh.
beavers within a week. Yeah.
Oh my
Or
god.
I think they're waiting to confirm rabies on the second one, but
Yeah.
they
Oh my
dispatched
gosh.
it and like sent the brain matter off, I guess.
Dude, could
Get
you
tested.
imagine getting tagged by a beaver?
With rabies? Like, so dude, my wife worked at a vet for a while, and she was around a cat that had rabies. And I guess if like an animal with rabies comes in or suspected, they do some weird stuff and send it out for testing. And if it comes back you have rabies, like everybody that's been in contact gets all the shots, you know? Well, I ended up having to take her to like a couple different hospitals because everybody had ran out of the vaccine because of this incident. So
Yeah.
I bring her up here to Waynesboro, and they stuck 2 needles in her ass. It was like, and I'm just sitting here going, "This is the most ridiculous shit." Imagine you went fishing one day, all right, and you get attacked by a beaver, and you got needles in your ass, and DNR talking to you like, "Your day, what the hell?"
There's a movie about that. It's called Teeth. Oh no! Don't look that up. Noah, don't look that up. Pretend we're not lying. Edit that out. Don't watch Teeth. Oh hell. Oh my. Well, I don't know. What do you think? You ready to call it a night?
I guess nobody else wants to talk to us.
All right, fellas. Well, that was fun. We're gonna keep going live because that is way cooler than not being live.
Probably
Yeah,
easier
man.
editing too.
It is. I'm probably just gonna send it.
Yeah,
So cool.
we're good enough. We can do this now after a year. 50 episodes. We're just no editing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys know the drill. Until next time, shiny side up, muddy side down. Stay rowdy. See ya.
See you guys.